Back. Gang, what's good, yo? We're actually back now, huh? Wow, OTD Pod, back for another fucking season. Let's go Knicks, Tom. I see you. Let's go Nets, Billy. I see you. Billy, that's the shirt. That's literally the sweatshirt you wear for every pod. I
I
swear
wear it
to
every
God.
episode. I wear it every episode.
Yo, nice, dude. Nice. All right, gang. We're back, dude. You know what it is. OTD Pod, NBA Panel Edition. Gang. What's good? All right, so I guess we'll just start out with fucking Dame to the Bucks. And along with some other we'll call it subliminary moves from that, like Drew to the Celts. And maybe we've talked about it before the pod started. Maybe Harden goes to LAC during the pod. That would be dope. But along these lines, you've seen some movement in the offseason for sure. Um, I guess we'll probably get to the individual team talks when it comes to like the Bucks and the Celtics when we get to the over unders. But yeah, I mean, I think we're looking at another year where it's Bucks Celtics top of the East. Philly maybe not looking so hot. We'll see about the Cavs in the West. I think it's Nuggets. It's the Nuggets to lose again, but we'll see. And again, we'll talk about it more when we get to the over unders. Yeah, I mean, and again in the West, you got LeBron and the Lakers coming back year 21 for Bron. Let's get it. Suns got their big three. I don't know how much depth they got, but they got a big three for show. And then, yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it before. How many teams do we actually think like have a shot of winning it this year? Like anyone could take the floor for this. Like, I mean, I guess it's like probably like six, maybe
I'd
seven,
I'd
if
go even
that.
smaller,
Yeah,
ambitiously. I think
yeah.
four teams, and I think
Four.
everyone knows
Okay.
which
Wow.
four. Yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
that. Maybe
Well,
that's wrong.
I
It's
think
really
there
the
could be a
West.
couple extras that lock in, but yeah, it's not that many. But it's we'll see. We'll see. We'll talk about it. All right. I guess we could just hop right into the over unders. I highlighted some of the teams that like we might want to talk about more so than others. Like I don't know how much we'll have to say about like the Rockets, even though honestly, like every team has like a story here and there, I guess. But I'm down to just start with like uh the teams on the list and go through it. I think that's literally just alphabetical, like Atlanta. Yeah, I think it's just alphabetical. So Atlanta at 42 and a half. I don't want to start it off because I feel like I always do when we do these segments. So Dan, Atlanta at 42 and a half. What are your thoughts? Over under.
I think that's a sharp line. That's a razor sharp line, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slightly go because I like the idea of like a chaotic Hawks team where like you have the internal Trey Young,
Yeah.
DeJounte beef out of nowhere. So I'll take the under. Just thinking maybe that spot is taken by another East team this year. You
Yeah.
know,
Nah, I'm
at like
down. I
seven.
mean, I'm down. Pretty volatile squad for sure. I mean, I think that they could easily.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it when I get to my turn. But Nam, go ahead. What do you think?
42. How many games did they win last year? 40?
Yeah, like around that, like 41. I feel like
Dude,
should
this
have that
team
on me,
is
but
this team is just so hard to
Yeah, they
figure
won
out. I like
41.
on paper
41.
41.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on paper, they're like a 45 win. Who is Dan Quinn the coach still?
Yeah. And
Really?
he was only coach for like half the year last year. They hired him mid-season, I think.
But I
Oh
know, but
shit,
this
he's still
team
the
is just
coach.
like sounds good, doesn't work. I think I'm gonna go over. I I,
Wait,
I think
are
they
you sure
figure
it's
some
not
things
Quinn
out.
Snyder, Tom?
Oh,
Oh, you
it's
said
Quinn Snyder. I said
Dan
Dan
Yeah.
Quinn. You
Quinn.
said
Yeah, Dan
Oh yeah,
Quinn. I
it's
was
yeah, it's
like,
Quinn
I
Snyder.
I heard Quinn and all right, there we
it
go.
didn't
Just
even
Tom
make
hey,
doubles down
sense.
on it. Yeah,
here you go.
I'm
Just
done.
shake
Same
off the
guy,
That's
same
Fred
positivity.
right
vibe.
there.
The same
Yeah,
shit,
same vibe.
honestly.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right. So yeah, now I mean, what do you think? Honestly, like
Yeah, I'm gonna
bottom
go
line.
over.
All right. Over. All right, I got myself next here on the list. So I mean, yeah, I kind of feel like on paper it's just like they should be the over, but you never know. I mean, I don't know how the East is going to look this year compared to last. I'll probably lean. They're one of those like volatile playing teams where I feel like they could probably win a game or two in a series. I mean, they gave the Celtics slightly
should've-
more than all they can handle
They
last year.
should have
I'm
won
gonna
the
go
play-in
over.
this year.
I'm gonna go over, but yeah. Go ahead, Tom.
They
Or
should-
go ahead, Bill. Bill or Tom.
Yeah, I'm curious where Bill goes. Oh.
I don't know. I do think they finished kind of strong last year. They definitely were mediocre to start, and they had a lot of like turmoil. But I think towards the end they kind of picked it up. Like I want to say under, but I don't think so. I think I'm gonna take the over. I like Quinn Snyder. I like Murray and Young together. So yeah, I'm gonna take the over.
All right. So Tom, finish it off. What do you got?
I gotta go under here. I mean, I feel like we should have done it in order of like going down the roster. They're definitely right in the middle where I just want to throw them away. I don't even want to think about the Hawks. Don't have
True.
too strong of an opinion, but
Yeah.
they should have beat the Heat in the play-in. I'm pretty sure. And I don't
Well,
know.
they got
just
out of the
didn't-
play-in though. They just didn't win it. Is that what you mean?
Oh, right. They went. Yeah, they were 8 then, I guess. Oh, no, they lost
were
to Celtics.
7,
Oh,
I
no,
thought.
they beat the
Yeah,
Heat.
they won the
and
play-in.
they were 7. Yeah, 42.5. I'll go under just because I don't think they did anything to move the needle. I'm not a big fan of that whole roster anymore, but Quinn Snyder he is a winner. So I don't know. I'm going under just because I like a lot more teams in the East. I like teams to jump them that are
Yeah.
right in that like 11 to 9 range. So I'm probably going to be fading them.
All right, word. So 3 overs, 2 unders. We'll see how this goes going forward, but that's probably going to be a common theme. All right, we don't have to go. We don't have to go down yet. We can let the Celtics fester. I'll go right to the Pacers. So Dan, what's good with our once hours? What's good with the Sirs,
Yeah.
yo?
I'm not gonna just speak too much on the Pacers,
Yeah,
but I don't want to get burned again. I'm just gonna go under because it's
Yeah.
like it's a win-win. If they do well, like I'm down. Like
yeah, I guess.
Halliburton, like
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm gonna take the under though.
They have
I
some
don't
fun
think-
players, but they don't play D, bro.
Exactly.
Dan, what do you think, yo?
I'm gonna go under.
38. I mean, 38 is just not that many, but yeah, I mean,
Can they get to 500?
It kind of is. That's like
Yeah, do you think
Yes.
they're
like
making the
4
playoffs?
games under 500. I think 38
is that a
wins
playoff?
just
Is
like-
38 wins in the play-in, you think, or not?
Probably,
Gotta be.
probably
Yeah.
40. Probably
Yeah.
40.
38
Yeah.
is probably the 10 seed.
Yeah. I'm gonna say they're like the 9 seed range, and I'm gonna go over. Like maybe they get 39 or 40 wins. Bill, what do you think? All right, Tom. All right, go ahead. No, go ahead, Tom. You got it on there. I see.
I'm with
Capital
you,
letters.
Scully. I think I don't know. I think we come into guys that'll just like have the ball in their hands the entire time. Like Halliburton, this is his team. He gets to like paint a picture every game. And you get guys like Obi. I know they like Jarris Walker. Miles
Yeah.
Turner like had a great end of the year last year. He was like in those perpetual trades that we always mocked up, but they got
Yeah.
like guys out there. Buddy Hield, I don't think they're just going to trade him away for nothing. But
Oh, they have Nemhard too.
yeah, Nemhard was good. He'll probably start. I like
Yeah.
the guys they have, and I think Halliburton is just the base, like probably top 5 in the league at just like being a half court offense, and they'll move the ball well. Like they're going to be running up and down
He
the court.
doesn't
the
stay
whole game.
healthy though.
He doesn't.
I
He
think-
hasn't yet.
I-
Doesn't stay on the court.
Yeah.
He
I
hasn't
think
yet.
Also,
It's
last
true.
year,
Last year doesn't.
41 wins was the 10 seed, so 500 exactly.
Okay.
Pacers
Yeah.
won
Okay.
35 last year. So I mean, like,
Last year was so different though because there were like 5 teams clearly tanking to start the year because of Wemby and like the other guys in that class. I think this is a little different. Like if you go to the West,
and they
For a
still couldn't
second.
make it to the top 10.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
no,
Halliburton went out
Halliburton,
and they
I-
started losing like crazy.
Kinda
He's
shut up.
out all
They-
the time, bro.
Yeah,
They were the
I'm
They
same.
not
don't win if he
disputing that.
doesn't play.
Yeah,
He doesn't
They don't
win.
win.
They don't
They
win.
literally
they
don't win.
shut
They don't win.
they shut him down. They shut him down though. Let's be real. They shut him down.
They probably, I guess, though, Tom, they were in the playoffs, and then I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
they-
Like, you might be
Halliburton
right.
got
but-
hurt. They dropped out, and then they're like, okay, we got a chance at this lottery, and they got Jarris Walker like in the top 10 pick. And
Yeah,
I just think
Oh.
Halliburton got shut down. Like
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Enough. I mean, the Pacers have some fun players. I agree they have some fun players. Billy,
they got guys.
end our Pacers talk. Bill, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't like Carlisle. He sucks. So
Wow.
they-
Okay.
you guys are right.
Gotcha.
They do have good players, but like they just aren't coached well whatsoever. So yeah, I'm gonna take the under. Not expecting much from the Pacers.
All right. So all right, me and Tom on the over, everyone else on the under. All right. I mean, I think it's probably a pretty sharp line at the end of the day. Let's move on to the other end of the spectrum in the league, man. The Nuggets, 54.5. I mean, that's
All
just
East?
like what the line has to be. What'd you say?
I feel like we should do all East. Nah.
All East? I mean, we could we could skip around. We did go
Alright.
2 East in a row. Now let's just because I don't want to like lose a track of this and maybe miss a team, but all right, Nuggets. Anyway, 54.5. That's just what the line's kind of got to be after winning the ship. So it's pretty high, but I mean, I think they're gonna get that. I'll start it off by saying over for sure.
I'm gonna probably take the under.
Wow. I just don't. They didn't get any worse.
They
I think the
lost
West
Bruce
got better,
Brown,
though.
right?
They lost
I
Bruce
think-
Brown, yeah, but they added. I mean, they added, but Christian Brown might actually be like a piece now.
Yeah.
I think the West got a little better. If we're gonna assume the Lakers are gonna be fully healthy, which we have to at the beginning of every year, like I don't know, because
Yeah.
I think they literally had 54, 55 wins last year.
And they won the
I
West.
agree,
Wow.
Dan. I think
They
there's
have
like
they had 53 last year. So
53.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they had
So-
53, and I agree with you. The West definitely got better. So yeah, I think I would
guys
take
are
the
probably
under.
right. You guys are probably right, but I'll stick to my guns. Now, you're under then as well?
yeah.
Word. Tom.
Damn. I don't know,
I'll
dude.
stick with
Jokic,
the over to be different, but maybe the unders is the move.
if Jokic suits up, this team wins 50 games.
yeah,
Not
I
54.
don't disagree. I don't disagree with that at all.
I'm going.
But
I'm going over because I think they're clearly the best team in the West. So
I think when you think of injuries, if you put again, that's why I love the beginning of the season because you're just putting injuries aside. Like
Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause
you
it's
can't
like-
predict it. I mean, Jamal Murray could get hurt again, I guess, if we're gonna go there. Like
Michael Porter.
Michael Porter
like, I
for
just-
sure.
Michael Porter
Yeah.
didn't add too much though. That was the thing. Like they had guys. It didn't matter who was playing with Jokic.
Come on.
Dude. What do you
I
mean?
kind of
Christian
agree.
Brown,
I do agree.
Christian
I
Brown
agree
came
with
in and
Tom,
was
kind of. I do
a
agree with
legend.
Tom.
Aaron Gordon had his moments. He was just like
Bruce?
the big
Bruce
Brucey
had his
B had
moments.
he's gone, but I don't know. Like I feel like they kind of just like were able to get everything out of anyone because Jokic
just
and
think
Murray were
there's-
just like the best two on offense.
Yeah,
I don't know.
to both Billy and I think Shane. It's like, yeah. The West, I just think there's just a lot of dogs now in
Yeah.
the West.
All right.
Yeah. You know what? You guys swung me. I'm going under, but
I'll
postseason
just
wise, this team is like this team.
Yeah. That's always the
Back-to-back
thing with the
is good.
over-unders. Yeah. I mean, in the playoffs, I'm still taking the Nugs, probably, but the over-unders, like the regular season
yeah.
could be different. So, all right. I'll be different and stick with the over, but everyone else went the under. All right, let's go to the Magic. I know a fan favorite of some on the pod for sure. Dan, they've been labeled your Magic for a bit now. So
This is
full
so
circle.
tough.
What's going
And-
on?
and this is-
dude,
this
Tom,
is
you're
like-
late.
I know
No,
this is
dude, you guys are late.
All right.
Go ahead.
that's blasphemy.
Dude.
Talking about late on the Magic.
Dude,
Dan got stuck early,
I
yeah.
have to. I hope we don't curse him because I feel like all of us are going to take the over.
I mean,
Maybe
yeah,
not. I'm taking
they're-
the over. Like
definitely
I'm taking
taking-
the over. I've just this
They're
is
gonna
the
be a-
like-
they're a playing team for sure, Dan.
Yeah, they finally have like pieces. You have Wagner,
Mhm.
obviously Paolo, our dog,
Yep.
the face of this pod. Like, I mean, they just have some dudes.
OTP.
Yeah.
OTP.
So-
Off the
Dude.
I
Paolo.
hate their guard. I hate their guard situation.
It's so bad now.
Like Fultz and Suggs and Cole Anthony.
They-
Like Can
Anthony
they trade
Black.
one of them, please? Like Anthony Black, they took in like the lotto this year. Like,
Jet
can you
Howard.
trade one of them or something and get
Yeah,
like?
Jet Howard. They doubled up on point guards. That's
I
actually
mean, like
that says
No,
a
Jet
lot.
is not
like
going to be that.
six guards.
No.
Yeah, I
Shane,
don't
to
even know
your
if he
Like
point,
fits.
six guards, and they
that
all do
says
the
a
same
lot.
thing. They're all the same player. None of them can shoot. Like they're all the same player. I feel like
Yeah, Suggs is a little busty, honestly. At this
Yeah,
point.
yeah. No, for
Like,
sure, dude, for sure.
is
he's
Jonathan
playing so.
Isaac playing? I feel like they need
Yeah.
another
I
like
think.
Oh, again, all else being equal in the off
they
season,
need
if
they need
Isaac's
like a wing
playing,
guy besides
Dan,
Franz. They need
bring
like
back
No.
Isaac.
yeah,
Dude, they have
Scully, I
all
know
right,
you're down.
this year is I'm definitely taking the over because I love the Magic, Dan. I'm with you. But their guard play is definitely very sus. But we can agree that Markel Fultz looks better now than he ever has. So I think that's some instant offense right there. They'll have to be a contender to take the next step, they'll have to address that. But like I like Wendell Carter for what they got. Jonathan Isaac is like that super high like upside D guy if he does play.
is
No
he
one
gonna
even knows.
play?
I don't
No
know.
way.
Who
He was
knows?
playing last year, but
He did play
Franz and
last year.
Palo are both 6'10". They can create their own offense from the wing. Like those guys just being cornerstone, they're gonna be set for years. So like hopefully I think they can take a mini jump this year. Their guards are, really suspect. But I think I just got Palo taking like a leap up, 24 points a game, something like that, something crazy like 10 boards, just being a man out there. So definitely give me the over.
All right, Bill, give us something. Yeah, what do you think about the Magic?
I don't know. 36.5 is so low. So like it just like it has to be over, right? Like they were kind of in a rebuild to start the year, but like kind of like the Hawks, like I kind of remember them kind of like picking it up towards the end of the year where like no one was watching them. And they actually started kind of playing decent basketball. So
Yeah, they beat the Celtics like every time they played them.
yeah, so
Like they beat good teams and then they lose
Yeah.
to bad teams. It's like what they are.
but
They
again,
also
like
packed it in. They packed it in. I'm telling you.
who's their coach?
The Magic.
What's his name? Mosley. I
Mosley?
think? Yeah, Mosley.
Jamal Mosley. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, so
he
what
actually
they,
might be pretty solid.
they won 34 last year. I think they take a step. I think I'll go over. I think they take a step up. I don't think
Yeah.
they'll win less than 34 this year. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
maybe they'll hit 36 exactly.
yeah. No, I could see. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, if they get the under, I'm gonna take the over. But even if it's not the over, this team is winning like 35 minimum. They just have too many good players. I think Tom, you said it. Like they're kind of deep. I don't know if they really have a star unless that's Paulo already, which maybe. But Franz.
Palo.
I mean, yeah, if that's Paulo, then they're easily going to hit this over. So I'm going to take the over too. I think they have enough good players, enough good pieces to like at least get like the 8 seed or something. I'm down. Maybe they'll be frisky. All right, so Nem, are you on the under or are you the only one?
I would be shocked if they don't hit that over, but yeah, all right, yeah, give me the over. Yeah.
Nice.
Clean sweep. Let's go Magic. Right, like you said,
Let's
Dan.
fucking
There it goes, dude. They're about to tank this year, bro. All right,
It just
dude.
looks like a good line. You see 37 wins, like you're like
37. They're not even
What's
like
our-
over
so I-
500.
That
Like,
was like the Kings last year. It was
after-
like 38 or 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I think it was
But I
After
don't think
this-
they'll be a 3 seed or anything like that.
I want to
Well,
see
the
our
Kings suck.
records on the when we pick all the same. If,
Yeah,
like-
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I
We
did
had
it
that
last year.
last year. Yeah, we had that. We did. We'll do it. All right, yeah. Tom, you're our
Yeah.
stats guy, bro. Get on that for this year.
all right.
All right. Drum roll. The Celtics. Also at 54.5. I mean, again, I feel like that just it's got to be what it is. Like, it has to be high because they're clearly one of the top teams. But yeah, Dan, Nem, I'll let you guys take the floor. Dan, you've held us so far. 54.5. What do you got for the C's, brother?
I feel like every year it's like we play like the pessimistic, optimistic between
I'm
me
not
and
fucking
Nem.
doing it this year.
Yeah.
Every year I take their under and they beat it.
I'm out
Yeah,
swinging.
me
Yeah,
too.
It's like
Me too. That's
every
why
year.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous how much I like that over. Because it's like, I don't think that like Nem, I honestly want your thoughts. Like if you think they got any worse holistically, like in a vacuum, if they got worse for their just general like
Um,
standing.
I mean, like, I was pretty upset after the Rob trade because I really liked Rob, and I mean, like, there's not many people in the league that like can do what he does defensively in terms
Yeah.
of like blocking shots and just like covering the ground that he does. And I think we're gonna miss that like severely. So it's sad to see him go, but I think like Drew makes the team better, like overall.
Yeah.
Smart leaves too, Brogdon leaves. So I think they're a little thinner. And they're not gonna have that like bench play that they did last year. Their like second unit last year was really good. But in terms of like their top six, like the starting lineup, and then probably White coming off the bench, maybe. I think
Yeah.
that's like the best top six in the league. So I think they're a little top heavy, and that kind of worries me a bit. But for the regular
Just
season, I guess that's fine. But in the playoffs, I'm kind of worried about like their depth. Maybe they'll like do some deadline stuff or some buyout guys,
Yeah.
especially their centers. I hate like their
Yeah.
back. Like it's like Luke Cornett is gonna play like legit. I mean, he has to. Because like Al
No,
Horford. Also, like the Celtics. I mean, I can't believe they're like running back Al Horford. Like
Dude.
I
Unreal,
they,
dude. It's unreal.
there is
God.
no tread left on those tires. Like they
Ah, you
really
still got it. You still got it.
can't believe they
I
don't
mean
have
he
like
kind
a
of puts
contingent
up and like
Horford. But did
yeah,
you see the playoffs? He couldn't make a
he
shot. Like
couldn't hit, he went 0 for 9 or
he
whatever
couldn't
that
like just
one game. Yeah.
like he's guarding Embiid and Giannis and just like the whole season and the
No,
playoffs come and he can't make a shot.
no, you
All
made a
right,
good point with Rob
so
Will though. It's
yeah,
like it's the truth.
long-winded answer. I'm taking the over, but I have my concerns though. But I'm taking the over.
For the sake of the Celtics, I just think if I were to also take the over, that would doom them. So I'm going to take the under.
The
What
hedge
is
under
it? Wait, what? Wait,
The
what is it?
under?
54.5.
No, it's 54. Are you sure?
Yeah,
I
it's
Yeah.
thought it was
54 and a
It's
half.
it says okay. I'm an idiot. Yeah.
What did they win last year? 55.
57.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They got to
I think the
57 and they
Celtics
were
might have the
second,
best
bro.
record in the
Bro,
league this
I
year.
know.
I think
I
they might win
know.
60.
Just like
Yeah, they could get to 60.
I could see
I
them
mean-
win 60.
I know.
Just-
Put me for the over. But just remember this. At least this is on video. So if they don't get it, it's because we doubled up.
Unbelievable, Dan. All right, officially on the over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys pretty much covered it all. I think that they could be easily one of the best records in the league. I worry about their depth as well, Nem, for sure. Especially if Porzingis gets hurt for like the thing is for the over-unders, if Porzingis misses 20 games, they're probably not going to get the over, honestly. But they'll still be okay for the playoffs if he's healthy for that. So I get it if they rest him. So with that, I mean, even with that being said, I'm going to take the over as well because I do think this is a team that can maybe like touch 60 wins. And I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, they're a good team, bro. So I got the over. Bill
Yeah,
and Tom. Yeah, go
the
ahead,
East
Bill.
is way more mediocre than the West. So like I like the 54 and a half over for the Celtics more than like we just talked about the Nuggets. I think defensively they actually do get worse because I think trading away Smart, Rob Will, Grant Williams, I think they're kind of focused more on an offensive approach.
They
by
were
signing-
bad on defense last year.
Nah,
It's
they
'cause
weren't bad on
Missoula. Yes, they were.
Yeah, they were.
You don't remember the playoffs?
They were
But
kind
it
of
was
bad,
like,
Bill.
but
terrible.
Missoula,
Yeah.
It's
I
because of
think,
Missoula. The defense
the-
left with Ine. They were bad on
Yeah.
defense last year. They can play it in like stretches, but like overall,
Because Missoula doesn't call any plays. He doesn't know what he's doing.
no.
no,
And then they-
Missoula wants to shoot 53s a game, and now I feel like
Yeah.
they like provided
tripled
him the
down on
roster.
that. This,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
Yeah.
And Chris
Bro,
Stapps is
well,
gonna have
I
five
was
a
gonna
game.
say
like,
it looks like they're
Yeah,
taking more of like an
Stapps.
offensive approach by signing Porzingis and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So like
Yeah,
Scully said, it all kind of depends on if he stays healthy. You guys don't really have any depth anymore. So yeah, I mean, but the East is so mediocre. Like I like you can't go under on 54 and a half. I just don't think so. So yeah, I'm going with the over.
yeah, I mean,
Simple, sweet. Tom, over.
the over is a lock. This team, they might win 74. They might be 74-8. This team is absolutely loaded. Kristaps, miss my boy. He's literally he's gonna average like 18 a game on like 4 threes a game. My guy's just gonna hit all those shots Al Horford cranked off the side of the backboard last year.
I certainly hope so.
And then the Celtics shoot 10% from three collectively and shoot
Yeah,
themselves out of games like they do every year.
No, they're not gonna. I mean, when it comes down to the playoffs, they're not gonna sweep anyone because they're gonna have a game or two where they just don't make a single shot.
The worst,
So
yeah, they'll have the
They
worst
did it the whole Heat
3-point
series.
percentage in history. Like
They
one
did
of
it the
those
whole Heat
games.
series.
They'll
Yeah.
win. They'll win every series in 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But,
All right. That's a
over
good place to end it,
54.
I guess, on the C's. Over 54 for Tom with a
They're starting-
stamp. What do you
Starting
mean?
0-1 though, so a lot to overcome at the start. of
I heard you there. All right. So we're all on the Celtics over. Like you said, Dan, that could be, again, a rest in peace. But we'll definitely keep track of like what the sweep picks we have to keep track of because that's on the pod. So that's on tag. All right. I'm almost more scared to do this one than the Knicks, but the Clippers at 46.5. Again, we don't know what's good with Harden. They're probably the front runners to get him, but I don't even know. Even if they get Harden, that's almost like another like flaky player, like that's probably gonna load man. It's just like I don't even know if that does it for me with the Clippers. I think I just have to take the under because they put me through way too much in terms of putting faith in them to start the season. But 46, I mean, why
Scully,
PG
don't
play?
Don't get tempted, Scully. We said we're cutting ties with them this year.
Yeah, I do. I think I have to just Then you said it. I'm cutting ties. Although I really could, I wouldn't be surprised if they hit the over on this. But I've officially cut
Oh my
ties.
God.
I'm going the
You just
under.
said it. They straight up don't play. They do not
Yeah.
play basketball. Like,
I
and they
mean,
won
yeah.
44 games
How
last
many
year. and we're
games
gonna
did they win
increase-
last year?
44. And we're gonna increase the
44?
line. Like that's
Dude,
ridiculous.
I mean, what if they play more?
44 is
It's only 3
hilarious.
They,
Every year, Dan. Every year.
I know,
What if
but
they play
I'm
more?
not bought in as much as you guys. Like I'm down to get hurt by the Clippers this year. Like give me the
I
over.
can't, dude. I
I can't.
can't, yo. I'll be
Dude,
happy if they do well, but I just can't like put my money on it, bro. It's just not. It's not a move. The Clippers they're the perfect team to let you down, dude. They really just that's what they are, yo. They're just a
Yeah, they
letdown
do that
squad.
the best. Yeah,
They just do
they
that the
really do.
best.
Mhm.
All right. I guess Tom, get a word in if on the Clippers if you got anything to say.
Dude, I'm staying from talking about the Clippers. I'll take the under.
All right. Wow. Are we clean
Yeah.
sweeping the under?
Yeah, fuck the Clippers, bro.
No, Dan, you went over?
I'm taking the over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, word. All right,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, you're right. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. All right, so over for Dan and the rest on the under. All right, Dan. If you get the glory of picking the Clippers correctly,
You're gonna
then
be-
you dead ass deserve it. I'll be happy for you, bro.
No
I would
shouts.
literally be happy for you.
I wanna, dude. I don't know though. Like if Harden's perfect for this team, like, and they're gonna pay so much money, and they're gonna go into the new stadium. It's the only team that makes sense. He was the assist leader last year, so
I was gonna
if
say he's
that
gonna have
happens,
18 assists on that team if Paul George and Kawhi stay healthy.
I'm putting an asterisk. If he's on the Clippers by opening night, this could be different, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get that done though. Terrence Mann does not move me. I don't know why they're clinging on to him so much, but whatever. I digress. They're not.
Like the Clippers Scotty Barnes. They just won't. He's untouchable for whatever reason.
For no reason, dude.
For no reason.
Who do you think's better?
Legend has it they offered 3 firsts for Scotty, and they just every player has
Dude.
been offered 3 firsts for Scotty, and
They think
Dude.
Scotty's gonna be like a walking triple double.
Raptors say no.
Still.
Yeah.
Scotty
He's like
is triple-
15 and 6.
He is not good.
Untouchable.
Yeah,
Untouchable,
can't
though.
shoot. Dude. Still can't
15
shoot.
on 6, 40%, and like
Yeah.
5 turnovers a game. Dude, he's
The quick
All right,
Scotty
bro.
Barnes roast in the middle of the Clippers segment.
Not even at the Raptors over under.
Scotty getting killed. Unreal. All right. We'll get to the
Oh,
Raptors,
yeah.
but yeah, we've already said our piece probably. But another bottom feeder. I mean, for the most part,
Nah,
I think we're
just-
all gonna be Skip on the 28 and a half for the Pistons is so fucking low, dude. Oh my god. But I'm taking the under. I
We
think
gotta
the
keep it
Pistons are
moving, dude.
still
Just go, yeah.
the Pistons
I
are
think-
still in like
Such a bad roster, but does Monty Williams get him over 28
No.
I
wins?
think he
Not
does.
this
That's
year.
why. It's Monty Williams. There's no way he doesn't have 20. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I could see Cade getting like shut down again, dude. I don't know, bro. Like it's just,
just
like
immediately shut down.
I'm
Dude.
not
Five
kidding. Like
games.
it's the Pistons.
Give
dude.
me the over. Give me the over.
Fine.
I'll take
I'm
the
not
over
sure.
too. I'll take the
Yeah.
over too.
Guys, that one's actually free. That is
It's
free.
free under. Nem, what are you taking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
under,
all right,
under.
Under. Let's move on.
They
All
won
right, here we go.
17 last
Some
year.
a little more interesting. At 17. Yeah, dude, you guys are the over is just balloon. But all right, 76ers at 49 and a half. Again, same breath. Like if Harden leaves, I would go under for sure. But even with him,
Dude,
I'm going
What's-
under. Like this team
Yeah.
could be like a 7-6 seed, not even gonna cap, bro. So I'm gonna go under. They probably get like 45 wins.
this
IMO.
season, this could be like all-time bad for Philly. I'm banking on it. They got the Phillies are hot, the Eagles are perennial good. The Sixers, I think it's going right back down. Embiid is like it's not the same as Jokic. If he doesn't show up, then this team is really bad outside of
Yeah.
him. And I'm not banking on him playing more than like 65, 70 games again. This team's a dumpster fire. Unlike the Clippers have all upside with Harden, despite the money you'll have to pay him. Like they'll obviously be stuck for a while. But the Sixers, it's all downside. There's no winning in this. If they keep Harden, they're screwed. If they get rid of Harden, they're screwed. Like it's over for them.
Couldn't agree
So,
more with that.
This is actually my biggest fade team of the season. I'm out. Like everyone's done with Embiid MVP. Like he got it, whatever campaign. They're bringing in Nick Nurse. I don't know. I think there's going to be some friction to start the year, and it's going to be a mess, dude. I'm out.
I
Enough said.
like wholeheartedly agree, Haddock. I'm so this is like my least favorite line, I think, of the list. I mean, if I was a Sixers fan this year, I would have so much angst going into this season.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be like, what this reminds me of real quick? This reminds me of literally the Nets like 2 years ago when it like all seems like sunshine and roses, and then all of a sudden 2 star players request a trade. Like if they deal hard, and like why can't Embiid demand out too? There's nothing there for him to stay for. You know what I mean? Like he is probably already like super unhappy. They lose every year. Like I wouldn't be shocked if both of them are gone by the deadline, Embiid and Harden. Like this literally just where there's
can't see
smoke, there's
deadline,
fire.
but
Like this
yeah,
literally
like-
gives me the Nets vibes, dude. Like the writing's on the wall. Like I'm so under and I'm so off this team. Like you said, even if Harden stays, like the chemistry's gone. I'm so off this team.
And I was high on Maxey, and I don't know. I think there's still room for him, but I don't think he's like you don't just
He
replace.
doesn't move the needle like that.
Yeah, you
Like,
don't just replace what Harden did for them last year. Like he had,
nah.
I mean, even in the playoffs, like he had those two are like 2 of his best playoff games ever against the Celtics.
Yeah.
Obviously, he has 3 other awful games. And he
Worst
quit.
playoff games ever. Yeah.
Generational quitter. But those 2
yeah.
games, like you can't just replace those. Like Maxey, I guess, like the one game kind of went off. But yeah, I mean, this team, they're destined for failure this year, one way or another. I don't see them winning a playoff series. They might not even make the playoffs.
Yeah. All right, Billy, your Nets got called out. What do you feel like about the Sixers on your end?
Yeah, they're not winning over 49 games. So yeah, I'll take the under as well. Bro, can we get to the Nets line is so disrespectful, bro. 37.
Is it? Is it?
Oh, we'll get there.
Is
Well,
it?
Dan,
crazy.
Under.
That
Ready,
is
Dan.
crazy.
Under. All right, so clean sweep of the under for Philadelphia. I feel like that's a vibe because 49 and a half, I agree. That's crazy. But yeah, Billy calls out the next line because we're moving on to the Nets at 37 and a half. I'll give you the floor, Billy, but
You're basically saying that we're going to be a bottom feeder. Like, that's insane, bro. We have the potential to be one of the best defensive teams in the fucking league. Like, we have so many wings. We have so many wings. Yes, we do. And Clax is an absolute fucking paint stopper, paint blocker, whatever you want to say. It's just the only problem the team has is we don't have a point guard. Mikel's going to win MIP. He's going to be an all-star. Like 37.5 is so low. They are going to win more than 37 games. I promise you that. That's ridiculous.
Dude.
Dude, what?
Ah,
All right. Well, honestly,
I
kudos.
kind of I'm
That was a
down.
lot of delusion right there. I don't even know where to start.
I'm
How is
kind of
that
down. Like I under
Claxton?
No,
Billy, I
I'll,
What
understand.
happened to Claxton in the playoffs last year? What happened to
Okay,
that?
we went, bro. No one in the East can guard Embiid. I don't care. Like he
Celtics
bullied
did.
everybody.
Celtics
He
did.
literally bullied. Okay, that was way more like difficult than just Embiid. Like, bro,
What?
that's not fair to say that Clax can't guard Embiid. Embiid is like
He
a
didn't.
literally
We just
100
saw
pounds.
it.
He's literally 100 pounds bigger than he is, but
You
like
just said he
still.
could stop everyone in the paint. I just named the one guy he can't.
Okay, that's one guy in the East. He can stop everybody else. I promise you that. He
No,
can literally
what?
jump with anybody, bro. He was leading the league in blocks. Like, bro, 37.5 is way too low. Like,
dude.
I
My
don't
question is-
understand how you cannot be down with that. They can easily, like, maybe the line is because when they got together at the deadline, they were like really bad. Like they didn't have any chemistry. They were kind of figured out on the fly. But bro, they literally like at its core, at their worst, they were still playing pretty good defense, like in the regular season, not in the Philly series, because the Philly series was a mess. I agree with you on that. It's like Dinwiddie was awful, but it's still like 37.5 is way too low. And if you really think they're going to be a bottom feeder in the East, like that's just crazy. It's crazy to me. And whatever, like you guys can go, but I don't think that they're going to win under 37 games. Like that's insane.
No, it's not. Well, first of all, I do want to say kudos to Bill. I was timing him. He didn't even mention Ben Simmons. So good on you there. I'm glad that wasn't even in the argument. Dude,
I'd throw him in.
this team was really bad once KD and Kyrie left. They were
Yeah.
6 or 7 games under 500. They got punched in the mouth
They
by
weren't-
Philly.
They only made the playoffs because of the record that Durant and Irving like
Bro,
left with after they got traded. They were under 500 after the
Bro,
deadline.
okay, so
They're not a good team though.
they couldn't get chemistry at the deadline with
the
literally half
team-
the season
it's
left.
not
Is
the
that
chemistry,
a flaw?
like-
You're going to hold that against them that they can't get it together
But
in
the
the last
team isn't
couple
that
games?
good though.
No, I think they have a
not
they
the
have a
chemistry.
promising future, and they have assets. Like they have Houston's picks or whatever it is. They have like really good assets, but right now they just have a bunch of guys on the roster. Nick Claxton is he could be a good piece on get him on the Celtics, dude. Like he could be a good
Yeah.
defensive piece, but Mikal Bridges.
I'm sure Billy would love that. Nick
Yeah, like,
Claxton on the
get-
Celtics.
I like Claxton. I don't want to get rid of Claxton.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Nah,
I think-
I don't know. Mikal's good, but he's not like if you're game planning to stop Mikal Bridges, I think you're going to be able to do it. Like, I don't know.
No,
That's like
dude, I don't disagree. We don't have a point guard. That sucks. We're like gonna during the Philly series, it was literally heads were just standing around, and then Dinwiddie would go like make a move and brick a layup. Like it was literally hard to watch. We don't have a point guard. I think
they
I
that's
should've-
do agree. You guys do have a bunch of wings, though. I
they
like
should have got Dame.
objectively.
like I think they could like easily be one of the top 10 best defensive teams in the league. Like they can
Dude.
rotate on everybody, and then they have Clax in the back blocking everybody's shots. Like bro, I promise you they're gonna win more 37.5. I promise you.
Right.
All right,
I'm
Bill.
out.
Way to
I got the
vouch for
under.
your guys. Tom under, Billy way over, clearly. Dan and them, where are you guys at?
I'll take the
Officially.
over, honestly.
All right, 38 wins. I'm down.
38,
Yeah.
like again, that doesn't even guarantee.
That doesn't
them a
even ring the
playoff
bell.
spot.
Yeah.
Like that's not that many
Yeah.
in terms of.
No.
Under.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Bill, but I'm gonna have to agree. I'm going under. I agree with you. Their D is good, but I don't think they have the dogs, dude. Like I could see that team winning 35 games, and then that's really
That's
it.
wild.
Like I'm sorry. I don't see it, bro. I agree with you, Tom. I think you can game plan to stop Mikal, and then that's really it for them. Sure, they could get a point guard, Billy, but they don't have one. Like you're admitting that. So
Yeah, they don't.
I just think they're gonna be. Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be tough for the Nets, my guy. But prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. All right, so Dan and Bill on the over, everyone else on the under for the Nets at 37.5. Moving on to the Lakers at 48.5. It's year 21 for LeBron. That's great, but I don't know. I really don't know about the Lakers. Like you said, Dan, going into the year, can we just assume they're healthy? If that's the case, I'll take the over. But I mean, but who's to say? Who's to say AD stays healthy? I don't know. But with what you said, behind me on this, I'm going to go over. Let's say they stay healthy. They're like the 4th or the 3rd seed. They win 50 games. I'm down. That's where I stand.
I mean, I'm in the same camp. Like, you can give me the over. But again, that could come crashing down as it always does.
Of course, it could easily just come crashing, but I'll be on the other side of it if it doesn't. That's
Yeah.
where I lay.
The same sentiment. So I'm open the floor to everyone
Yeah.
else.
Anyone else disagree?
I definitely think they got better.
I mean, they got better from the start of last year. They started 2-10 with Russ on the team. Like we
Yeah.
went in, we were like,
Every-
this isn't gonna work, and then
They
they
Yeah.
picked their over and they started 2-13. Like their over last year was 45.
Yeah, it was less.
They just missed.
Couldn't have
just
had a
missed-
worse start, honestly.
No, literally, like they were the talk of
2 and
town.
10.
They sucked. They
They-
were 2-10.
Dude, I'll never forgive LeBron and company for like advising trading for Russ. That just never was going to work.
It was
That
so
was-
stupid.
And it
That
just
was
set him
even
back. They
worse
took
than-
the championship team, blew it up, set himself back a year and a half.
What's his track record as a GM again? I'm pretty sure it's like god awful.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know why.
sucks.
Like people,
He's not a
still
good
listen to
GM.
him.
He's not a good GM. No one knows
LG
what he's
the
done
GM.
and what he hasn't done. But the year his best GM move is 2018 when he blew up the Cavs team, but put it back together and just dragged them.
They literally
Just
traded
trying
everybody
shit.
on that team. Bro.
The
Isaiah
D
Thomas.
Wade and
Yeah, that was a mess.
Sure,
Yeah, like Billy said, they definitely got better. I think from a postseason standpoint, we probably saw the best their ceiling. Like the West is too loaded. They're not going to go to the Western Conference Finals. I don't think. I don't know. That's tough. I would probably lean their under, just because it's so loaded. They could be like a 6, 7, 8 seed with 45 wins again. I'll go under, but I don't know. Like LeBron had his foot issues and stuff. Like every question you have about the Lakers is just like health of the top 2 guys.
Yep.
So don't have to go too much.
As
about it.
is every year. All right, Bill, what do you got for the Lakers?
Yeah, I think 48 is 48, right?
48 and a half.
48.
Okay.
Too high. It's too high. They definitely got better. Like I definitely like Gabe Vincent and like Christian Wood, and maybe even like a little bit of Jackson Hayes too. But I don't know. It's 43 is
Oh,
too. It's too. I mean, 48 is too high. So yeah, I would go under.
All right, Nam. End us on the Lakers. What do you got?
I'm gonna go under 2. Like I do like what they did this offseason, and I think Plant
Yeah.
did a good job. But yeah, I don't know. They're one like AD high ankle sprain away from winning like 42 games and being a playing team. So I don't trust it. I don't trust them this year really. So I'm going under.
Fair assessment. All right, moving right along to the Warriors at 48 and a half as well. I actually think similar vibes, kind of like it.
Oh, for
Steph is
sure.
getting up there. Like
Yeah,
I don't know if this team stays healthy enough to like, again, Dan, going back to your sentiment, assume everything's healthy, but legitimately, like if there's one team I think that is gonna maybe fall off the wheels, it could be the Warriors, and I love them, but Steph's not playing D anymore anyway. Like there's
Yeah.
just like Chris
He's
Paul
not.
now. I mean, it's just like it's just I think they're just done. The run was great. We saw the dynasty that they were, but it's over now, and that's just how it has to be. 48 and a half is not, it's not a little. Like that's a good fucking team. So I think they still make the playoffs, but I think the Lakers and them from last year probably flip. I just like the Lakers moves a lot better in the offseason. So I'll say they end up as like the 7 seed and probably win like 44, maybe. So I'll
Yeah, I
go
don't think
under.
it's-
I'll go under.
Yeah, I don't think it's that far off, honestly. The 48 and a half, it's just, again, I think that's just a sharp line. Because, like, I think they can get like 49,
Glad to
50.
see you guys join the dark side finally on the Warriors
Yeah,
unders.
it's
and
over. It was
Yeah.
fun,
Feel
dude.
too
It
long,
was
but-
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won the finals. Oh,
They
yeah,
won a
dude.
chip.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I called it before though, and they didn't make
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give me
let's-
That
the,
was Then made
Give me
that
the
bet, and then
under.
Clay Thompson like tore his Achilles jet skiing or something like the
Just
day
bad
after.
voodoo.
That was
Yeah.
terrible.
Fine though. It's time has come for me. I'm off. I'm under. But Dan, you got
Yeah.
Dan with a slight edge to the over. Where I'd be surprised. I would. But
What is it? 48 and a half?
48. So they
Yeah.
got to win 50 games. Like basically, I don't see it.
No, give me the under.
Last year.
Scully.
Yeah.
That's
Flip
absolutely
flop tack. All right.
Dude, they won 44 last year. Draymond's already hurt the start the year. I think they have
But
like
they
two.
were
Draymond is like not even.
they were like all-time bad on the road last year, remember? They were like 10
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
30
Yeah.
on the
They
road last year.
I think they have obviously Steph, and then outside of that, I'm really not like they're the other guys. I'm just like not in love
Chris
with
Paul
like Looney.
doesn't do it. Yeah.
I
No.
think Chris Paul. I actually think that's that won't be a reason why they're terrible. I think Chris Paul with Steph Curry is going to be like awesome.
It's a
to watch.
vibe. It's a vibe. I agree, but it's not moving anything enough to.
But
get
like
the over.
Clay and Dre are not contributing like they
No.
once did.
Bro,
And
they
I think
look
Wiggins has probably
so-
reached it. I think Wiggins has reached his peak as well.
they were reaching. We know what Wiggins' peak is on this team, but they were reaching all the way in their bag to beat the Kings, and they barely got it done on like the help of like a couple missed shots at the end and like crazy plays. But that's just like
Facts.
maturity
And injuries.
An injury.
Yeah,
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
like
And,
Good
yeah,
job.
Fox
literally fucking
broke his finger.
hand. Like, yeah.
So
Sabonis.
and then like the Lakers just dismantled them. You got to have the under here. But I would say like if there is any reason they do go over, it's just going to be a Steph legacy season. Like he is still that good, but the rest of the team
Yeah.
is really not anymore. So I'm out. I'm under.
Wiggins
now-
is what? Like, yeah. Go.
Sorry, no, sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Wiggins-
going under.
Word. Bill.
Yeah, I'm also going under. They're just like
Wow.
old now. They're old. Like Draymond and Clay looked so good last year.
So
And usually
they're
I'm
gonna
on
We're
an
flip.
island
crazy.
on these.
We're crazy, but I mean, dude,
I got the
like,
get it.
gang with me this year. Usually I'm on an island. The
bro,
Warriors
we're
face,
fucked
but
though. Now it's gonna be that ass time when it comes to
Warriors.
Steph legacy, bro.
OKC or
Warriors
OKC
in a
is gonna suck up
clean
their wins.
sweep.
Yeah.
5.
All right,
Warriors is a
add it to the
clean-
list though of the sweeps for the pod. So under on the Warriors. I'm just I'm in agreement with you guys. It's too high for a team that's old, just a flat out old team. But yeah, maybe Steph legacy fucking shuts us up. All right. Staying at the top of the West. Well, maybe not with the Warriors, but staying at least for the over-unders. We got the Suns at 51.5. I mean, on paper, it's got to be over. So I'll open the floor before I make my decision. I'm not sure one way or another. They could maybe like just not get that in the regular season and still go to the finals. But
Dude, I'll
go
go.
ahead, Tom.
I think I love the over, honestly. I think the sky's the limit with this team. They're just going to be running. They had their one preseason game and they scored like 46 in the first quarter or whatever, which is great, but they're just going to hit you in the mouth and score 60%. They're going to be the most efficient team ever. I think KD didn't lose like in the regular season, and I picked them to go to the finals probably obviously incorrectly, but they had only played like 15 games. So I got to stay with them, give them a real chance here. They add Beal. I think Devin Booker is going to be like their point guard. They definitely have a lot of questions with their depth and front court and defensive things. But that's why they brought in Vogel. I think the vibe switch is great. They literally just got Ayton out of the building. They were like, we have no options. Like, let's get him out of here.
Yeah.
We got our guys. I think the biggest question is like, all right, is Kevin Durant going to be your best defender in a playoff series? I don't think I'm ready to take him over the Nuggets or maybe some of these other teams, but 51.5, they should clear that. Booker was out for some time last year. I'd expect him to try play as many games as possible. Definitely be an MVP candidate. But him and KD, like they're gonna. It took everything for them to beat the Nuggets that one time. Like they had 80 each, but they're gonna have 60 a night every regular season game. Like this number should be well in their reach.
All right, Dan, go ahead. Why not?
I mean, again, it sounds good. 51.5. I mean, I'd take the over, all else being equal. They still have some like again, if they're gonna just run on offense in the West, like they're gonna get to 52 wins, one way or another. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the over.
I'm with you on that. Nem, what do you think about this Suns team?
I'm not really that high on them this year. I know like playoffs don't, factor into the over-unders, obviously in the regular season, but I mean, the Nuggets handled them like really easily, and like
Dude,
Bradley Beal doesn't change that series last year for the better.
I don't know. They handled
Um,
everyone. They were counting on Landry Shamet.
the Lakers gave them a better, even though they got swept. Those games were like every game was close.
Those,
Like the
yeah.
Suns games that they lost by 30 points. Like
Yeah, they won. They
like you
they
said,
got two on the
KD and
Nuggets.
Booker had to put up 80 combined to even like scrape out.
Yeah, now
a
they
win.
have Bradley Beal and
Who
Nurkic
doesn't
if you
do
guys want to go
anything
there.
for
But
them. Like defensively, like this team is about to be like all time bad. All time
it's
bad.
sus.
They
But
will
that
have the
you
worst
you, Shane.
defensive rating in the league, probably, like up there
they
with. I mean,
they
like
could. But look at the moves
I
like
don't-
the Celtics and Bucks are making. Like it's literally just like, all right, we need as many offensive options as we can get in the playoffs.
I
That's why
was yeah,
the Heat ran
but
out of gas at the end. And I love it. Like they have three guys out any night, they 30 apiece if you need it. I agree what you said. Like the Nuggets own them. The Nuggets
talk about
handled
no
everyone in the
depth.
playoffs.
Like I was scared about the Celtics depth. Like this is the thinnest team in the league, probably. And 80
Grayson
their
Allen?
best defensive
Who's off
player.
their bench? Yeah.
I'm like,
Who's off? Who's
Grayson
So
Allen, dude.
Grayson
probably the
Allen.
best name off their bench is probably Eric Gordon.
Oh, they got Eric Gordon just out of nowhere.
Oh, that would have been
Word.
nice in 2009, but I mean,
Oh,
like,
Oh my
yeah.
god,
okay,
you guys,
cool.
you guys, you
No,
guys freaked out about John Wall to the Clippers last year.
I'm, 'cause I'm off, dude. I'm going under.
Yeah,
I like,
no, Shane, I'm with you. Like, we're just
All
talking
right.
in terms of their over under. Like, I think in the regular season, like, yeah, they might even have a better record than, the Nuggets. But when it comes to that 7-game series against the Nuggets, I think they're both going to meet each other in the Western Conference Final. I'm definitely giving the slight edge to the Nuggets because I think their depth is going to be like questionable and everything gets smaller in a 7-game series and your game plan becomes more focused, right? So yeah, if we're just talking about terms
you
of
think they're
yeah,
gonna
I'm
go
taking the
under
over.
though?
No, I'm taking the over.
Oh, you are
I'm taking the
Oh,
over.
you're taking the over.
But I'm
No,
just
I'm going under.
saying, like in the like once they get to the playoffs, I agree with you that they probably will face some challenges.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think the line is so low though?
I don't think
I-
it's that low. I think it's
mean,
just
50
low. I think
No,
low?
it's low. It's the West. So like, all right, they're
Yeah.
probably
they
they're
could get
second-
53,
they're second in the West.
54,
They probably have the second highest championship odds, or first. It's between Boston and Phoenix, right?
no, they're fourth.
They are
What?
fourth. They're tied with the
Boston,
Nuggets. They're tied with the Nuggets.
Boston. Yeah, and like we all agree the Nuggets are higher than them.
I agree.
Dude,
I
this
mean, a
team
lot of
is
Yeah, Dom, go
loaded, man. I mean, we're just gonna all right, this is the last thing I'll say. We're gonna skip to February and the All-Star West starters are gonna be two of them are gonna be D-Book and KD. Like that's it. They're gonna be
No, I
It's-
agree. I mean, I agree, Tom. I'll stamp that because
skip to that
mean-
Steph, LeBron, and Jokic or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
That won't surprise me because their games are going to be like a track meet. Like it's just going to be up and down, like no
Yeah.
defense, everybody scoring. Like it's going to be it's going to be crazy. Like the regular season
Yeah.
for them is going to be really
Yeah.
crazy.
It's gonna be
it'll be
awesome.
interesting. It'll be interesting. I don't think the line is. I don't think it's like super low. 51.5, I think is fine. But I will take the over on the fact that I think they just have like you're kind of saying, Tom. I mean, they're gonna have so many games where they're just so much more talented than the team that they're playing that they're just gonna win by like 20 and they'll score 140. So I think they're gonna have enough of those to get over 51.5. Also, we're going through this and it's like I don't really know if I agree with the original sentiment that the West got that much better. Like we're taking a lot of these under. I don't know. I think maybe the West, a lot of teams might have taken a step back. The Warriors, we'll see about the Lakers. So I think that the Suns will get over that 51.5 and be like a top 2 seed with the Nuggets, and they would lose, in my opinion, to them in playoffs if they met. But for the regular season, I'm going to take the over as well. So a bit of Nem's the only one on the under there, so not much of a split,
Island
but
Nem.
not a sweep.
Uh.
Island Nem, dude, Nem's Island. All right, next we're moving on the other end of the spectrum for sure. The Hornets at 31 and a half.
You have to waste time, dude. Like they
Just
I
give me
got
the
the
over.
dude. I
Just
straight
give me
up
the
got the
over and
over. I
let's-
straight up
let's-
got the over too, Dan. I'm so down. I
done.
honestly think that I don't sleep on.
I
the
don't
Hornets
want
this year,
anybody
yo.
to say a word about any of the Hornets players.
I literally won't bring them up
LaMelo
once this
Ball,
season.
Terry Rozier, my guys, yo. I did us have the over too, though. I think they could sneak into a playing game, but everyone else on the under.
I'm on the
I'm
under.
I'm on the
Play-in?
over, but they're not getting in the playing game. I think
That's nuts.
that's a sharp line at 31 and a half, honestly.
32 wins. We just take it and go,
Wait, why do you guys think they'll be better than last year? Because they have Miles Bridges back?
Yeah,
dude. And I low key like Brandon Miller. Like I do.
so do I. I don't. I
I
think he's.
I honestly
clearly,
think
like,
he's good and a healthy LaMelo, but
They didn't draft him at
digress.
number 2. They didn't draft him at number 2 for no reason. It's not like he's
Yeah.
terrible.
he's gonna be good, yo.
But we're
But-
talking about a 31 and a half line.
Yeah, we
So
don't have
I'm
to
just-
spend too much time on it. I'm down, but I got the over confidently for some reason. All right, so
Yo, we
then
don't need to
Bill,
spend
Tom,
much
under.
time, but like
Yo,
we should
wait,
probably.
wait,
I'm
let's run
under.
that
We should-
back on the Hornets.
Yeah, I'll go.
Alright.
I'll go under.
All right.
All right, Grizzlies moving on. Memphis is at 45 and a half. And again, dude, this narrative with the West being good, I think under for this team. I talk about not
Wait, how
getting
many
better.
games is Josh suspended for though?
25.
20,
25.
30, yeah, 20.
That's a third of the season essentially.
They're gonna go
Dude.
20 and 5.
Why?
Dude,
They're
Derrick
so good
Rose
without him.
started.
They've been
Yeah,
good
but
without
but
him,
they
and
don't have
they got
Tyus
smart
Jones
now,
no
Dan.
more.
They got smart though now. I don't know.
Oh, he'll shoot them
Yeah.
right out of the game. He'll shoot
I
them
agree.
right. He's gonna think he's the man on that team and literally take like 25 shots a game. I'm not even kidding.
I
I'm
got
not
the under.
joking.
I got the
3
under,
for
dude.
16 from 3.
No, literally. I mean, like, dude, and did you guys see Jaren Jackson in the what
Yeah,
you call
man,
it
he
over
was
the summer?
butt
Oh
in the
my
FIBA tournament. He was
God.
butt, dude. I think we've
What
seen
is-
the best
like,
of Jaren Jackson, dude. He's not going to
yeah.
get any better than that.
I'm pretty
Wow.
sure he's like first on depoy odds too, and I'm like,
He is.
what?
Crazy.
He won it
can't
last
he,
year.
why can't he get a
No,
rebound?
I know he won it last year,
dead
but also
serious.
he's getting bullied by. I mean, dude. Oh man,
No. They need Steven Adams and Brandon Clark, and obviously now they don't have Ja. So like all the questions they had last year to end, they just are carrying over, which really stinks. And it's like when you have the superstar in year 5, like you can't be doing that. So that is like a major fault for them. So I don't know. You guys kind of convinced me. They're like this team is. There's a few teams in the East and West that I could kind of go either way. Don't have an opinion. I feel like they're going to be. I really can't get a read. So I don't know. I think you guys swayed me under here.
I really think they're gonna struggle in those 25 games.
Me
I
too.
don't. I
The offense
like,
is weird.
the offense is weird, and I'm telling you, Smart is gonna think he's the guy, and
Yeah.
just shoot them at it. I'm
I
going
love that
under. I don't-
prediction. I didn't even think about that where he's gonna just like
he's
try to
gonna think
take the
he's guy.
reins.
He's
Yeah.
he's gonna be like the
mean,
go-to guy.
It's not. Yeah, D Rose is like cool, but D Rose couldn't get on the floor last year for the Knicks. So
And Jaren
Dude.
Jackson as like an offensive asset, like you never
Horrible.
know what you're gonna get out of him. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I just don't trust like anything about this team when Ja's gone. Like, yeah, under. I mean, dude, it's kind of sad because if this team is like together with Adams and Ja and like their help, like they're a problem, but like they cannot get it together. Like all
Yeah.
these years, it's always something.
Yeah, and I mean with Desmond Bain as like their next scorer after Josh, still, it's like
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just not buying it, dude. I'm not buying it. I'm good on
Dude,
the under
I
as
don't know.
well.
I'm so confused. They won 51 games last year. Like,
Yeah,
and
I
they
just
had all
the-
I
they had
don't
all
get
these
how,
problems.
dude.
when they all play, when that starting lineup plays,
good.
they're like top 4. Yeah, defensively, like they're really good. They just can never stay on the court,
Yeah,
especially when it comes to the playoffs. Like, so
yeah. Bill, you're the only one left. What you got?
Yeah, like it's under. Like Josh Gonna miss 25 games. There's like no way. So yeah, I'm taking the under.
All right, Dan, are you sticking with the over officially?
I'm sticking with it. I'm just gonna
Lock it
go
down.
off the narrative that they're not gonna be as bad in those first 25 games.
I'm down. I just disagree. But all right, you're on the over. Everyone else is on the under. Next, we got the newly acquired Ime Udoka Houston Rockets at 31.5. Obviously made a lot of moves in the offseason for a team that I don't see making a huge step, but 31.5. I don't know. They have some interesting pieces. Dan, you can talk about the Rockets for a sec if you got anything. Your boy Sengun.
I got the over. Again, I think 31.5 is like that's pretty low. It's different in the West because I feel like the
Harder.
structure of the West is a lot different than the East. Like if you're bad in the West, you're bad. Like you're probably winning 20, 25 games. So
Or less even.
like if the Rockets are going to be bad, they're going to just they're not even going to come close to that 31.5. But I think from just a basketball standpoint, Van Fleet makes a difference big time. I don't think Dylan Brooks makes a difference, but I think Sangoon, our boy Shangoon, is going to continue to make strides. So, and they're going to let Jalen Green just kind of run the team at this point. It seems like run that offense. So I'll just buy into the optimism of this team that they can muster 32 wins, which again
Yeah.
isn't saying much, but
Yeah.
Dan, I'm kind of
I agree with that.
I'm like, I'm on your wavelength, Dan. I think the team is actually pretty, I wouldn't say stacked, but they have like a respectable roster
yeah,
now and a
yeah.
respectable coach. And
Facts.
I mean, like, it's hard because there's not as many free wins in the West as there are in the East. So, like, for a team like Houston, dude, if Houston was in the East, it's a 31-win team, like lock. But I don't know. I would go. I think the Spurs will be the worst team in the West again.
Yeah.
I mean, you think that? Do you think there's a chance the Rockets tank or no?
Dude,
Just
I
doesn't
feel like
seem like
there's
they
always
would.
a
I think they're gonna
chance.
try.
Do they
There's
have their
always
pick?
a chance. Yeah.
Why wouldn't they have
Yeah,
their
like
pick?
What did they? I don't know. They didn't
Who
they
did they
trade a bunch
just
of
take?
stuff?
They took Thompson, right?
Yeah.
He's actually their best asset, by the way. That's the only guy I wanted to mention. I think him and his brother. I think Amen. He's on the Rockets. I think he's going to be unreal. I think I have questions about their moves for the immediate future, but I think they're just trying to get some guys on the room with Ime. Like you guys said, like yeah, they're going to muster out 32 wins. Like you're going to check in huge must win for the Knicks, and they're just going to get like clamped by the Rockets, or like Celtics or Lakers show up and they just lights out. So I think they definitely get there. I don't like this team's direction though. I think it's really just a mixed bag of goods. They can kind of pull it together. Jabari, we'll see if he showed signs like he was like dominating summer league. Like they had him in there for 2 games, and that's really what you want to see. You never like go off summer league, but like if you're a second year guy, you have to dominate and then get out. You get in 2 games, get out. Him, Keegan Murray, like those guys look like it. So I think that is like really promising, and I'm a big fan of his. I don't think a Jalen Green led offense goes anywhere in the playoffs. So once they hand the keys to my boy Amen, I think this team's ready. But right
Playoffs.
now, playoffs. No, this team's not
Playoffs.
making the
They're
playoffs.
over
But
under 30. Let's talk about that 30 playoffs.
All right,
They're
yeah.
getting 32.
Tom's on the over
Ain't
though.
no way.
Bill, what do you got, yo?
Yeah, Nia Long's ex-husband's a good coach. So I'll give them the over. I'll take the over. 31's pretty low.
Yeah, and this is tough, boys, because this will be on our sweep list. Yeah, I'm down because I feel like I agree with you guys. I agree with you the most, Tom. It's a mixed bag, but it's enough to get 32 with Ime, and we all just took the over. But yeah, I agree, dude. I agree. I mean, I think they get like 33.
Agreement on the Rockets.
Man, there's one every year where we're like, fuck.
They have enough, dude. They have enough to get 32 out of that roster with a good coach. I just
dude.
They don't have their own pick, by the way.
Wait, why don't they have their pick?
Because the pick I think it was for CP3, the trade with OKC, it was top 1 through 4 protected, so they kept it last year, and now it goes.
Wow.
Well, I think there's another protection, but it'll probably go to OKC. They have the Nets pick though this year.
Oh, that'll be good.
But what the that could be just as good, dude.
Yeah, that'll be pretty good.
All right. We're all
No
over on the
protect-
Rockets.
No
Nice.
protections, dude. That's great.
Nothing. No protections. Great. Okay, this one I think we can make quick, but Blazers at 28.5. This might be in my opinion, I think this is the worst team in basketball. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
Scoots?
slam the
What?
under. Yeah, dude. I think they're
my
really bad.
God, I could not be more in disagreement with you. Their
Wow.
roster's stacked, low key. Dude,
I don't know.
Scoot, Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp, Aiton Grant, Brogdon,
It's a lot of
They-
young guys though.
Tybalt,
They
man.
kind of
Like,
have it.
Williams. That is like
Nem, I'm kind of with you.
Thibault.
worst
Oh
roster in
man.
the league. That's legit.
You're
Like
talking about it like
good
you brought
roster.
up Thibault, Scully. Scully, you brought up Thibault.
Yeah, I
He's
did.
like their
go look
ninth
at the
best
San Antonio
player.
Spurs roster or the Charlotte
Oh,
Hornets roster.
the
and tell
Spurs
me
will be
it's better.
bad too, but it's
They're the
like I
worst
think this
in the
is one of the
league.
bottom. Dude, like it's bottom feeding as fuck with the Spurs to me with this
Not
team.
anymore.
You're running
Not after the
dude.
trade. Not after
Oh man,
who
I don't
they
know,
got.
dude. I don't see
No
it.
way. Go look at
Ayton?
the Raptors too, by the way, who are gonna
They
be
leveled up
Alright.
so much going from Nurkic to Rob Will on defense. They don't
Sure.
need Rob Will to score. Again, it's going to be the Scoot show, Anthony Simons, Shaden Sharp.
I could just see that being like reminiscent of the old Rockets teams where it's like
Dude,
it's just
dude, I
young
feel
dudes
like-
out
I
there
don't wanna-
running this
But I
like
feel like you can
Rob
you can
Will-
apply that logic we just used on the Rockets to the Blazers. Like, why can't you?
100%
Legit
well, I
good-
don't think
I-
I think the Blazers have a better
roster.
direction, but I just don't see it for this year. I don't think that team is putting up a
We're
lot of
talking
wins,
about
bro.
29 wins, though.
I
We're
know,
not
but it's
talking
like
about it.
I know,
Like-
but it's like you get to a point where it's like, what's the point? And then if some say like Aiton gets hurt, you're just at the end of the year, you have 20 wins, you just go winless for the rest of the year. You get a good draft pick, and that's
I
that.
think the Blazers might be better than the Rockets this year.
Wow. I mean, then who's
Yeah.
shitty in the
I
West? The
think they'll be
Spurs just
close.
lose every game. I mean, there's got to be bad teams in the West. That are just, like, who's getting the under? Like, what?
Dude,
Yo,
the,
right,
the,
you're
Spurs- the Spurs are not
Oh,
losing every
like-
game, dude.
Oh, we'll
Dude,
get to
they're-
this.
Damn,
Whatever.
yeah, I'm gonna be. I feel like I'm taking way too many.
Like
overs.
nobody's gonna go under, but I'm fine. I mean, you made a
Yeah,
good
I'm
case.
taking-
You made a good case.
No, I'm
Unless
going
the
under.
Spurs win,
no,
like-
I might have to go under on
right,
Rockets
Scully.
and Blazers. I don't know.
I
I
can't
don't
believe
know why.
that's all I had to say with
No,
for
I'm
all that to
sticking.
go to the win.
I'm sticking. I'm sticking with my.
No,
over.
because you're right. I'm picking all these. Oh, like I don't. Where are the L's? Like you're right. What are the Spurs gonna go 0-82?
They just take every loss.
I mean, they
I
can
mean,
go, yeah.
No,
Dude,
I'm done.
yeah, I'm gonna go under.
I like the case now, but under, fine.
No, yeah, under.
My thing-
I'm
under.
sticking
thing
with the
is-
over. Just
What's the
I got it.
who's
down.
playing?
Bro.
Who's gonna play for the Blazers? Like, is Brogdon gonna get traded? Rob Williams, he couldn't even play 22 minutes for the Celtics. You think he's gonna play more for the Blazers all of a sudden, like a team that's going nowhere? Like, I don't know. So, I think
hope.
he has a salary. He has to play. Like it's not
I'm
like
saying I hope.
I don't know.
I don't know. And then these rookies that are coming in, like, well, Chet and Wemby, I think immediate impact, but Scoot being like 6 foot 6'1", I don't think he's gonna have the immediate impact that people are kind of hyping him up to.
I so much so agree.
And Shaden Sharp was like, cool, he's got some moments. Jabari Grant, they've already said he's not gonna be on this team for a long time. So I don't know. I'm gonna fade them. I'm probably gonna, I don't know, these like West teams. These are the two bottom feeders, I think, and then the Spurs will get to.
Agreed.
No.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right. I'm going under too. Yeah. But I like the Rockets over still though. Don't change that.
All right, Bill.
Yeah,
Blazers.
we're going under.
All right.
Skip.
Under for the Blazers, 28.5 for everyone except Dan. Now we're moving to another shit squad that I would love to go quick on this. Bulls
Please.
at 37.5. Way under,
I
dude.
love
Roll
this
it up,
line,
Bulls.
dude. I love
Really?
this. I'm going over. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
This is
Oh,
their
man.
last. That's. I think they're gonna go like 41-41. I mean, this
Wow.
is it. I mean, like
Which is the
Lonzo's
saddest.
not gonna play
Man,
this year.
That was the
no
saddest.
DeRozan.
statement.
But I think, dude, 37.5. I think
But think about a couple years
they're gonna
ago.
be. I think they're gonna be like, not good, but respectable. I think they're gonna win like 41 games. Yeah, I think.
just like to
this is
think-
their last hurrah. I think they're gonna have
Think
a lot to
about
play
our
for.
last-
Wait, so you think the
Caruso's
Bulls are
gonna
going to
be
be better
healthy?
than the Nets?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
I think
Just
both. are
think about
pathetic.
how much hype this Bulls
Both are
team had
pathetic,
2 years ago.
No, I'm the biggest Bulls hater. Like last year, I was all over it. But like, if Caruso's healthy, I like it. I like it.
No.
I think they're upset that they've been
Who's
playing
their
so
point guard?
poorly and like they're underachieving.
Obi
Caruso.
White still, or is it D'Souza?
Kobe
Caruso.
White. Io might be on a different team. Dude, exactly. That's what we're doing. Like Lonzo on any team, especially this Bulls team, is like
Not having Lonzo
it-
really sucks.
that sucks. That's just like horrible luck. That's just like chalk it up to Bulls point guards getting hurt at the worst time.
Yeah,
like
it really sucks.
that stinks. They're not going to get over that, dude. Zach LaVine has played in 4 playoff games in 9 years. DeMar DeRozan, I'll be flabbergasted.
But it's just
if
regular
on the
season,
Bulls by
37 and a
November.
half.
Yep, I'm out.
They won
Oh,
40
dude.
last year.
I think Billy Donovan is the first coach fired. I don't think.
What?
Yeah. This team is a
I'm in
mess,
that.
dude.
I'm with you on that,
They,
Tom.
they're back against the wall. They got to give Vooch that deal. I think he got like 20-30 million a year or something. Dude, that trade looks horrible. They basically gave Wendell Carter, who's better
No,
than Vooch,
yeah.
straight up, and they got Franz. Like they've been
I mean,
doing
it's a
everything
sunk
horribly.
cost now. Yeah.
It's a
I
sunk
mean,
cost. So like they're like, oh, we got to do this. That's the kind of deal they're making, though. It's like, dude, this team is a mess.
Listen, I am not saying I like the direction they're headed because I don't. I think they're a mess. But I think they can like string together like 40 wins.
All right.
I mean, like
Yeah,
Caruso,
all right.
Levine, and
I think-
DeRozan and Vucevic, like that's a decent squad.
Dude, there's a good chance they're all on different teams at the trade deadline, I think.
I couldn't
I
agree more,
know.
dude.
No, it would have happened last year, dude. Nobody wants Levine and his contract and his
No one wants
injuries.
that contract, and
Nobody
that-
wants
that's it.
Vucevic and his contract either, and his non-defense.
People
playing
only
ass.
want
The
Caruso
Bulls just
and
handcuff
DeMar.
themselves.
No, the Bulls are
the-
screwed, man.
They're so screwed, dude.
They're gonna screw themselves right to 40 wins. I'm telling you that.
I just
Watch.
I just loved how much hype
Who were they
we
beating?
had 2 years ago with this Bull squad. How much hope they had
I know
when they
the
first
roster
got
is
DeMar, Vooch,
loaded.
and just looking at them now, they have a 37.5 win total. They should be a top 5 team in the East with
In their
what
division,
I mean, obviously, like you said, the Lonzo shit is like
That sucks,
obviously
dude.
tragic. Like, but like,
Nah, he's good, bro.
Levine, I'm a huge Levine stan. I think I had him for MVP a couple years ago. It's like
You may have.
he's just he's a
Go over with
mid-range
me, Dan.
merchant, and that's
Go
about
over
it.
with me. Go over with me.
So are you going over, Dan?
Again, 37.5. It's like I took the over
Let's
on the
go.
Nets. It would make no sense not to take the over on the Bulls if I took the
Let's
Nets
go.
over.
So no one's losing. All right. Dan and
That's
them on the
not
over.
true. People are losing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll
One
figure it
squad
out. They'll figure
again.
it out.
All right. You and them on the over. Me, Bill, Tom on the under for the Bulls. All right. Next to the Miami Heat, the Cinderella story of last year. 48.5 for the Heat. I think that's wildly high. That's
crazy.
insane, dude. They were
up
44
to
win team
date?
last. Dude, I
That's
think
so
it
high.
is, bro. Like that was from
crazy.
FanDuel, but they were a 45 win team, 44 win team last year. I
Dude.
got the under, dude. I just don't
Yeah,
see it. They
that's
lost
insane.
Gabe Vincent, like they lost
That's wild.
Strus. I got the under, dude, and like pretty confidently. That's one of my favorite lines, I think. To bet
dude, they
against.
didn't. I don't get why it's that high.
I mean,
That's live. I don't know. I just
that's
think they
live,
don't.
right? That's the real line.
They don't really
They,
get out of
like-
bed for.
Yeah, they historically coast during the regular season too. So, and they definitely
Yeah.
got worse. So it's like that's a crazy line. No, I would say they win probably 44 wins, 44 games again. They're probably in
Yeah.
the same spot.
Same
Is
exact
Hero-
look, dude.
Clean
Is
sweep.
Hero gonna start or no?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess who else do they got? Like
he has
they
to.
literally
He has to.
he has to.
Yeah.
They depleted their roster. Like I'm not gonna
Lowry?
act like Gabe Vincent and like literally Lowry, bro. Like come on. And like Gabe Vincent and Strus or whatever, but like what else do the Heat have? They were already like one of those teams that was kind of just like scrappy, and they lost those
Bro,
guys. I just
Those guys are kind of big for them too. Like so,
no, they were huge for them, dude. That was like their Gabe Vincent was literally huge for them. Like I would if I was like really gonna bet against this, I would honestly say under 44 is the line. Like 44.5 seems more like feasible for the Heat, and I would probably still take the under. But all right, there's our clean sweep on the Heat for the under. Moving back to the West for the next squad, the New Orleans Pelicans at 44.5. You mentioned this before, Tom, about like teams you're iffy on. That's one where I don't know. I mean,
Dude, they have the bug.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
They were the 1 seed for a month or
Yeah.
like a month or two last year, and then obviously Zion got hurt. I don't know. I wouldn't bank on Zion playing 65
No.
games this year. But they
I
have
wouldn't
like a
bank
bunch
on
of
40.
good. They have a bunch of like really
That
good.
ass Philly.
They've done like a really good job drafting, and like Trey Murphy, they love. They got like a bunch of guys in the building, but yeah,
Dude,
I mean, nothing to get excited about outside of Zion. So you're really just betting on him, and I don't know. I like other teams more, so I would probably go under.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Dan,
same
what do you got?
sentiment.
Under?
Same sentiment as Tom and you. Like, I just don't know if Zion can play
Yeah.
like a full season. Like,
Yeah.
how's the dude they drafted last year?
Dyson
Daniels.
Daniels.
Yeah,
But
it's
he's like a defensive specialist. He's
I
not.
feel like they have a bunch of those types of guys.
Yeah,
It's
Herb
like
Jones too.
Yeah.
Herb Jones is
But
nice.
The
didn't they-
roster is really
he's
good
just a
if Zion
defensive guy.
plays. It just like
Yeah,
that
if
whole
Zion
line
plays.
hinges on Zion's help, and I'm not making that
Yeah.
bet. Then like
Yeah.
so I'm under too. I mean,
Damn. Bill, are
Bro,
you
if
under?
If Zion,
Dude, even
I got the over. That's
no,
what
Wow.
even it's not just Zion, dude. Bi like missed
Yeah,
so many
BI
games
barely
last year.
plays, dude. I know.
He barely plays too. So
I
They're like
can't, I
a-
can't.
Is
they're
he
like
washed, low key?
they're like a nobody cares about us
Dude.
Clippers, where their two guys just
Yeah.
don't play.
It's
Dude,
just like
B-
they have good talent.
BI.
Okay.
side story,
he
dude.
plays-
He became unplayable on the USA team this year.
Yeah,
Low
That
key,
loss.
bro. Like
He
it's
low
just
key
like
sucks.
He was unplayable, and he
Yeah.
hated it. I don't know,
Yeah.
dude. I think he
Yeah.
hates ball. He hates ball.
I think it's going to be a rough year for the Pels. A lot of
CJ
trade
McCollum.
talks. Yeah.
yeah. Bill, are you on the under to sweep it or not?
Bro,
You
if
said
they
over.
stay
You
healthy, I
said
got
over.
the over. So I
All
got
right,
the
but
over.
that's okay. Damn.
Yeah.
All right. So that one doesn't
Yeah.
count for the sweeps. Bill salvages it.
All
All
right,
right.
Bill.
Moving along in the West, another
Oh.
44.5 Sacramento Kings
Light
team.
the beam.
King.
Light the
Light
beam.
Light the
Your
beam.
Kings, get the hell out of
This
here.
Shit.
My
Kings
Kings.
pod. Kings
Kings
pod.
pod. Y'all are
Bro,
crazy.
I love the Kings this year, bro. I think they'll get better. So I'm definitely taking over on 44.5. I think they're gonna take another step. It should have beat the Warriors if it wasn't for
My Kings.
DeAndre Fox. What did he do? He dislocated his finger or something like that?
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
broke his finger. I don't
Some
know.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
so,
played,
yeah,
but
I love the Kings this year.
Nem,
Yeah.
I wish you were on the Kings. I guess you weren't ever
I
really on the
missed it,
Yeah.
Kings.
dude. I
Yeah.
must have missed it,
Nem,
bro.
Nem,
Missed
Nem,
it.
you're gonna love this team, dude. You're gonna love this team.
I must have missed it, man.
You're
Wow.
gonna love this team, dude.
All
My
right.
Western
Damn.
Conference Finals pick. I must
So
have missed
Nem,
it.
Dan, Billy over, Tom over. I think they won 48 last year. I don't think they win that many, but I got them over for 44.5.
Oh, I
but
think-
it's
I
more
think
like
50.
44. Wow.
Dude,
I
yeah.
don't
One
I
thing,
might get
one
League
thing,
about
Pass
that.
just for the fucking Kings, dude. Just so I can
one
watch.
thing I want to say though is I'm
Wow.
really disappointed in them, like that they didn't move off Harrison Barnes and like do something with that
Yeah.
money. I really
Yeah.
thought they were gonna like let him go and like use it on.
Is he still on the
I mean, I
same
don't know.
contract? Or
Yeah.
did
They
he sign a new one?
re-signed
They
him.
re-signed him.
Yeah,
I
I
think they
thought
wanted
he
Brooke
was,
Lopez.
He was bad last year in the playoffs. I mean, like, I know he's like a locker room guy, but I really wish they upgraded that position. So I mean, they're running the same team back, which is a really good team.
Yeah.
But man, I really wish they like swung for the fences on somebody. But yeah, over for sure. I mean, 44. That's kind of disrespectful, but
I
I
don't
think it's
this
pretty.
is like
I think it's a sharp line.
dude. You guys in the sharp lines. I think
I think it is.
I think they win at least 48 again.
I like this
They get
number
to
a lot. They clear it. I think when it comes down to the playoffs, though, they showed some serious weaknesses. A lot to do with Sabonis. Sabonis kind of went ice cold, but like also defensively
Sabonis
in the
kinda
spin,
Their defense,
Dude,
in the
yeah.
spin
kinda-
cycle.
defense.
I think they were like really pushing to get Brooke Lopez. and so were the Rockets, and he ultimately
Yeah.
just stayed, which was huge. But like at that point, like I guess you're banking on Brook. I don't know. Maybe they'll do something. I think they kept Harrison Barnes to kind of. They didn't have any options. I don't think that contract is like too daunting. Like they'll either be able to move it or they'll be able to do stuff despite it. The one thing I'll say, and this is like a for and against, I think they'll have the most continuity in the West, which is like regular season. They'll just move along, kind of like the Knicks. Um, at the same time, though, I think they were like kind of the luckiest team last year. Like they had every single game came down to the last 2 minutes, and like those kind of flipped back and forth. Like De'Aaron Fox was the clutch player. He had multiple buzzers. Like I think you definitely lose some of those that they kind of pulled, out of their ass a little bit, which, that's just like what young fighting teams do. I don't know. I think they're definitely going to clear this, probably 50 wins, but in the playoffs, I got serious questions, and I like a handful of teams more than them in a straight up playoff matchup. So we'll see where that goes.
All right. We're
Keegan though.
over sweep.
Keegan though.
Keegan though. We'll get to Keegan. But all right, it's clean sweep for the Kings, 44.5. Like I said, I don't know if they reach 48 again or 50. I think that's wild, but I think they get over 44.5.
50.
I think they get over 44.5. So we're in the same boat in that. But all right, moving back to the East. The Cleveland Cavaliers at 50.5. That seems high. That seems steep. I think I got the under on that, dude.
Yeah, lock me into that under, Scully. That sounds a lot.
That sounds like a lot, and we got to see
especially
a lot.
Especially after getting if that's outside looking in. This is the only thing I'm going to say. They got kind of exposed in that first round as like a team that really didn't gel as much as they did in the regular season.
Yeah,
especially defensively with the
defensively they have clear holes.
They were supposed to be
So
they did have the best defense.
I'll ask you guys a question. So I think we can all agree their 3 spot, like their 3 guard, they had none. That was really exposed. That was really exposed during the Knicks series. They did sign Strus though. So does that like push the needle? Do they get better this year?
It's the same as Isaac Okoro. It's all the same.
No, it's way different, dude. Strus, dude. Like you can ask Scully when it was like game 1, Isaac Okoro passed on a wide open corner 3. I was like, dude, this series could be over.
No, they had to bring in Cedi Osman. They had to bring in
scared to shoot.
He could shoot at least.
The Knicks, they literally didn't cover. They only had to cover 2 people. And it was just GG's. So the Mobley step is like the biggest what if, but Strus seriously answers a big question they had. He's a big guy. Like he can cover a 3 on almost every team, and he'll just, be the corner 3 guy or, kick out. I think their offense they were like regular season last year. They were unbelievable off the charts. They had like the best defense, top 5 offense. D-Mitch was that good. I think you'll see a similar season from D-Mitch. The long-term plans are sus though, because he wants out probably. But this team, I think they're going to easily clear 50.5. I like this team a lot. I actually would go as far as saying I think they could be better than the Bucks in the regular season.
Wow.
But I wouldn't have them beating the Bucks in the playoffs. But yeah, this team was so good in the regular season. Like they have a ton of good guys in the building, but they have clear holes. And when you're playing over a 4-5 game series, that's more jarring. But when you're just flying to Chicago, to Indiana, like to Detroit, like they're gonna clean up wins in this East, and I think they're gonna go right over 50.
So I think the Knicks series left a bad taste in everyone's mouths about the Cavs for good reason. But I was just looking so 4 teams won over 50 games in the East last year: Bucks, Celtics, Sixers, and the Cavs. The Sixers are not winning over 50 games this year. So, I mean, I feel like someone else kind of has to win 50 games because the Celtics and Bucks will. And so I was originally on the under, but I think Cleveland kind of like picks up those like Sixer wins.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Nets aren't going to win as many games. And
that's a fair point.
So I kind of think they have to. They better. I mean,
they better.
They better. I mean, so yeah, I'm gonna go. It sounds like a lot, but I'm gonna go over. I think they should be able to do it kind of easily. I mean, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. Bill, what do you got?
Yeah, I am gonna go over. I'm gonna take the over.
Wow. All right. I don't hate that based off the back of that point. Then there is like wins to be had now for sure in the East. But a good segue into the Milwaukee Bucks here at 52.5. See, I think I lean in the camp of the Bucks and the Celtics are like pretty far and away ahead of the rest of the East. And both of those teams may like flirt with 60 wins, if not like 55 apiece. So with that being said, I think like those extra wins you're talking about just get scooped up literally by the Bucks and Celtics, and those teams are just far and away better than everyone else. And I'll go over 52.5 for the Bucks. I think that they get around like the 55 mark. Literally, there might be some growing pains naturally at the beginning with Dame, but I don't think it'll last very long. It's like such a perfect fit, him and Giannis. It'll be fun to watch for sure, but yeah, 52.5. I think the Bucks will get there and they'll be like the 1 or the 2 seed behind the Celtics or ahead. But yeah, what do y'all think?
Yeah, I like that. I got the over.
Yeah.
Is there any world where the Bucks and Celtics are not the 1 and 2 seed?
I just don't see.
Something's
I
gotta,
literally
yeah,
don't think so.
something's gotta
No,
like happen
Yeah.
for
something
that
have
not
to
happen.
crazy would have to happen. I think those teams are just so far and away better this year. More even like in past years, we've had maybe like 3 or 4 teams that are like ahead of the pack. Now I think it's like so clearly Bucks, Celtics, and if it's not, it would be crazy. Like some shit would have to go
If
down.
I think if you had to not like that you'd want to bet on this, but what do you think is more likely? Like Dame gets hurt and like does his usual thing where he doesn't play any games, or Porzingis for the Celtics?
I would say
Because I feel like both of their
Um,
records hinge so much on how healthy and how
it,
many
it, it
games.
is, but I think Dame has the ability, like as his career ages, he has the ability to like mitigate the injuries a little bit more than Porzingis being down low and having to like bang a little bit. So I'll say Porzy, but that's a good point. Yeah, I mean both of those guys, really the whole season hinges around them for their respective teams. So yeah, I don't think he will. I'll just
dude, Porzi's gonna
keep that
surprise.
sentiment.
He's playing all 82.
Yeah,
Shit, I'm here for it, brother.
I'll mow you
But,
5.
I think
Dead
the
ass.
Bucks.
I'll just like
I'm in.
I'm gonna
Say
go
less.
over. I'm gonna go over, but like talk about like a team I don't really like in terms of like
Dude,
depth and stuff. I don't
Nem,
know. I don't really
Nem,
like the roster, bro.
Nem. I was gonna say it too. Like, I don't like this team that much anymore.
I
Like,
don't.
I don't know. It's getting really old.
Like
And I think,
Middleton is borderline like C minus now. He was like 1A to Giannis, especially when they won that championship. He was so clutch and
well,
so good. We're
that's
talking
why
about
Dame is so
borderline
good.
unplayable. He can't guard
Bro,
anybody anymore.
no,
And
he can't stay on the
couldn't make a
court. He's always
shot.
hurt, dude. He's literally always
He-
hurt.
No,
Oh my
he'll
God, dude.
he'll
I
definitely
don't-
benefit though. He was like the bucket getter against the Suns to a degree. So like when they need a
That's what I'm
half court offense,
saying.
so like they got the number 1 guy in the league to address that now with Dame. So I think that helps Middleton. But like Brooke Lopez he was a top 5 depoy candidate. Like, is he going to do that again this year? Pat Connaughton has
Yeah.
just been sneaky starting for like 2 years, and I don't think he's added too much. Like, he's nice in moments. And then they trade away Grayson Allen. Like, who are the other guys on this team? Javon Carter, sneaky. I'm down for. But like boot camp, Marshawn Beaucamp. Like, is he gonna? I don't know. Like, they have serious questions. Just as people want to address the Celtics step, I think the Bucks is probably worse, and people aren't really
Yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah,
That being said, though, I think they win 53 games, so I'm gonna go over. But
They're gonna clear 53, but I mean,
Bro,
yeah, we're just
no,
looking forward
I
to
am-
the ECF.
I'm with you guys. Like they're really relying on Portis and Middleton for like another year. Like those guys are getting old. But like Dame and Giannis have the chance to be one of the best 2-man game in basketball, right there with Jokic and Murray. So I think that alone
Better.
gives them like the slight over to get the over at what is it, 52?
me too.
52 and a
Yeah,
half.
who
Yeah,
is
so
their coach now?
it
Oh, it's
is
like
it's
like they're-
Adrian
Griffin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Adrian Griffin.
Was he like an
Oh, yeah.
assistant?
I
dude,
think
he's
so.
literally like the
Must be.
second best odds to win Coach of the Year.
That's just
I mean,
hilarious.
he's got like, yeah,
That's wild, but yeah, that's what
with
it is.
that
All right,
team,
Bill.
yeah, sure, I guess.
Over, Bill.
Yeah,
Dan.
so I'll
I
take
have
the
the
over
over.
on Lillard and Giannis just being better than everybody else on a given night. So
All right, That is a clean sweep for the Bucks. So damn, I feel like have we had a lot of those? Like maybe more than last year, but
I have our numbers from last year if we want to do that for a second.
I don't know.
We
We've
got-
already had an hour 30 of this, but
I'll be
I think we
quick.
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sweeps. 6.
We
maybe?
got all right, ready? We all had the Jazz under, missed. We all had the Pacers under, missed. We all had the Pels over, missed. We all had the Spurs under, nailed it. We all had the Blazers
Nice.
under, nailed it. We all had the
And the
Suns
Kings.
under, nailed it. And we all had the Hornets under, nailed it. The
Wait,
Kings
So we
who
just-
didn't
the
have the,
unders,
who didn't
we
have
went
the
dummy
Kings
on.
over
I-
last year?
I don't
think I did.
We were
Oh,
4
did
and
I?
3 though.
What?
Who didn't have the Kings?
Flake? Yeah, what
Put it on
was-
put it on blast.
I don't know
Oh
if I did,
God.
yo, honestly.
Probably, yeah, Scully.
It was probably me by accident.
You had them in the pick'em though, dude. That one you
The
Yeah, and
King-
we'll make every case for the over. Be
the
like, give
King-
me the under.
Yeah, give
The Kings was just Scully that got it wrong.
Wow.
Wow, I
Oh,
botched us,
fraud.
bro.
So you
So we
get-
only got unders like right. All of our corrects are unders.
Yeah.
Love that. We're just preying on heads downfalls.
Dude,
Dude,
where are
all
the,
right.
did we do the
Many
Knicks? Where are
Nah,
the
they're
Knicks
next
at?
now.
They're
Next.
next.
Oh,
Let's
word.
get it. The Knicks, man. New York at 45.5. Ah,
It's the
man.
same line. It's the same line every year.
It's
45.
always
That's mad-
around that
that's
with
mad-
the Knicks, right?
dude,
It's
that's
like
mad-
42 to
It's
45.
just the
Literally
same
every
line.
year, bro.
Last year it was 38 and a half. And
What?
Scully had the under. I'll put that out
38?
there.
I definitely did.
It was 38 and a half, and I was like, if they don't win 38 and a half games, we have other
Yeah, we were
problems.
definitely
So,
all on the over.
happily
right?
had the over. 38 and a half meant like playing whatever. They had such a good stretch when they got Josh Hart this year. They went from the 9-man rotation to 8 like late December, and then they're just a different team. So the Knicks are goated. I mean, we all know how I feel. But this number is really high. Like I don't know, 44 is like a playoff spot,
Feels
like
high.
a 6. It's like a 5 and 6 seed. So
They
I
won
wouldn't be
47 last year.
They won 47 last year, though, and I don't think they got any worse by any means. The thing is, though, with the Knicks, I
They lost
hate going
Obi.
back to this. Yeah, they lost Obi, but I mean, they got DiVincenzo. It's like, whatever. But I will say this about the Knicks, like the way their offense runs, if like Brunson is hurt for even a stretch, right? Like I'm not saying he's out for the year or anything, because then clearly we'll be
GGs,
bad.
dude.
But if Brunson is hurt for like 15 games even or 20, that will really fuck the Knicks pretty hard, because he has to do so much on offense, and like everyone runs that way in the playoffs. Like it really does come down to ISO ball. But in the regular season, like that's not like really that sustainable. And if he gets hurt, they really don't have much. So, but with that being said, I'm going to play like that he's going to be healthy, and I will take the over. 47 wins last year. I could see them doing around that again. If they really make a jump, if guys like RJ and Quentin Grimes like make a solid jump, this could be a 50-win team, like no bias. I mean, the roster is like just so deep, which is, we've talked about that a bunch. Like that's huge. I'm down for the over this year on the Knicks. I'll ride with it. I think they get around the 47 to 50 range for wins, if all things being equal. So yeah, I'll stamp my New York Knicks with the over this year. You're welcome, Tom.
Yeah, I like that. I like what you said, Scully. So what I said about the Cavs, 4 teams won 50 games last year. I think the Knicks win 50 games this year. And I think the Knicks are like the Sixers of last year. I think the Sixers take a big step back and the Knicks like soak up those wins.
Yeah.
The team is deep. Like I really hope Julius Randle kind of has like not a bounce back year, because kind of his shortcomings are in the playoffs, but like
He needs a redemption.
I think he needs like to get the city back behind him and just have like a really good regular season. And defensively they're stout. Offensively, like you said, Brunson, I mean, he's just like special for them. I mean, the team is really loaded. They're really deep. I think they're like a 50-win team this year. Yeah. I really like them a lot this year. So
Let's
I'm
go
going
now.
over, obviously. Yeah.
Let's go. Dan?
Yep. I'm down
Celtics
for the
love on
over.
that side. Let's
Do you
go.
think
Yeah.
Tibbs is on like a hot seat if they kind of start
A
slow or
slight
anything?
one.
Man,
He's on a
he
warm
is
seat. He's on a warm
because
seat.
he's in year 4. Like anyone's seat is hot in New York
Yeah.
in year 4. Like
If
But I
if
feel
the
like
Nick,
They've
they
done
kind of
Okay.
well.
throw his
Though.
name.
They've done well under him.
yeah, but
nah,
you
but
No,
they
can
had a
they had
bad
that
year in
one
between,
year.
dude. They had
Yeah,
a
they
bad
had
year in
that year.
between. If the
the
Knicks
Knicks
take a step
offense
back
is
this year, like significantly,
it's
he is on the hot seat in that case.
dude.
But
Yeah.
it's a
No,
warm
because
seat for now.
well, the NBA is just like your fall guy is the coach because it's not so
Yeah.
easy to get rid of your players. Like it's I don't know. So I think
Yeah.
his seat is like always going to be hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like how he
and-
treats the younger guys, what he
That's
does with
the
their
thing. He's not a
minutes and
player
stuff,
coach,
and
so
No,
he
like,
doesn't
no,
get the
that
back of the players, though. That's the
no, but
thing.
that's
They don't
over.
vouch for him.
That narrative is kind of over though. That's why
We'll see.
2021
We'll
was
see
such a
until
mess.
they're like 10 games under
I mean, what do you
500,
mean?
and then it's back.
Quickly plays 35 a game. Grimes plays 30 a game. Like
he did it with, but he did it with
I hear
Obi,
you.
it never made
with
sense. We
Obi and RJ. If he didn't like
no,
what he saw from RJ,
Took him
no,
out.
no,
Takes
that
him
is
out, dude.
that's totally valid. RJ started every game of his rookie year. RJ not playing the fourth quarter now is valid because there
Yeah.
are better options because the team is that deep. That's
and then you
that's a
traded for
testament to
Cam
quickly
Reddish
and hard.
and he didn't touch the court. I don't know how much of
That-
that is like Tibbs or if he's just
Cam
like
Cam
mad,
Reddish
but-
Cam Reddish has been on 3
Reddish.
teams that don't
Yeah.
bring
Traded
up
the
Cam
first
Reddish.
one.
Nah, but it is.
All right,
It
all right,
is.
all
It
I'm
has
saying,
merit.
is like Tibbs has
The-
Tibbs has like
No,
rocky relationships with these
He
like
does,
players. and
dude.
stuff.
He does,
The
bro.
the Obi one I think it was addressed and Obi had to get traded. It sucks. Like Obi was a baller
Yes.
and he's such a transition guy. Like it stinks, but yeah, not every time you draft a guy 8th overall and you acquire a power forward and then like Julius Randle becomes all NBA, it's like, all right, you know what, Obi, like yeah, it didn't work
Yeah.
out for you. Like it stinks. Like obviously I want him on the
Nah,
team,
and
but
to switch the narrative, to switch the talk a little bit on that note, Tom, I do think our transition offense is pretty much like non-existent. So that's going to be a problem. Like a lot of the shit we do is going to be on the back of like making plays in the half court, which is volatile. Like they're not going to have easy baskets unless it's literally coming from Josh Hart. And that's not saying a lot. So like losing Obi loses one of like 3 guys they had that actually got out in transition. And they didn't really replace that. I mean, we'll see with DiVincenzo. Maybe he pushes the ball off a rebound type shit. But yeah, they're going to have to do a lot in the half court. And that's not always sustainable.
no, this season is all about Mitch. I think he won the playoff series last year. Can he win us 50 games? I don't know. He was unreal.
No, if Mitch takes a step up, I mean, the thing is though, is Mitch's step up is almost like if he does take a step up, he's getting into like Depoy category. Are we seeing that out of him?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Not even step
Word.
up. I need him just like always out there, like
Yeah,
not
100%
not just
healthy.
like not just playing 55 games or 60 games, whatever, but like playing 30 minutes. Like you'll remember what he'll have stretches, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, Mitch is out already 5 minutes into the game, and it's just like
Yeah.
this is not going to be a good one. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do our our separate next New York Knicks pod, but
Yeah. All right.
Over game.
So we're all in the over except wait, Bill, what are you on?
Yeah, I'll take the over. Yeah.
All right, that's another
Dude.
sweep, dude. We're out
We're
here
screwed.
sweeping, bro. Jeez.
Brunson
So
and Mitch are
screwed.
going to be
Sorry.
Brunson down in
By the way.
September, yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
guys.
Moving on to the Spurs back in the West. 29.5. Wemby is an interesting story. The roster's still shit. I think Popovich probably is on the verge of retirement. So yeah. Wemby shut down by
Stop,
that
Bill.
has though. Billy, I wouldn't be surprised, dude. I mean, why like this team is gonna be
Bro,
bad. So
they're gonna tank again. They're probably gonna like get a point guard or a guard this year in the draft. So like they're gonna. I'm literally taking the under. They're not gonna win more than 29 games. They're gonna be awful. But
agree.
Wemby could be good in like fantasy and shit like that. But
yeah.
no, it's their team is dreadful.
Yep. I agree. Under 20 wins. Dan,
Under.
Tom,
No.
Over.
over.
Glad Vassal got the bag. That's about it.
Yeah,
I won't even let you.
Vassal.
You don't even have to make much of a case, Tom. If you just want to like,
I'm
Leave
not.
it at
We're
that.
gonna we'll keep it moving here. I think Wemby is just like he's unreal already, and they got guys, and I think they have nothing to lose now. Like I don't know, last season it was like we're trying to get Wemby. Pop, I think is going to coach these guys up. I think they're all in. I don't know. Yeah, don't expect much, but I think they squeak it by.
All right, Nam, what do you got?
Under.
Keep it simple. I agree. Wemby will be interesting, but just not a good roster, not a good enough roster at least. All right, keeping it in the West. Another 45.5 line for the Dallas Mavericks. Interesting team for sure. I think it's one of those we're actually getting to, I think, three of them here. One of the like swing teams in the West. I'll put them in that category.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about the Mavs?
I like
Dumpster
the
fire.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster
Sorry,
fire.
Bill.
Really?
Yeah, sorry, Bill. Yeah, dude.
I
this
don't
is
know
good.
about dumpster fire. I don't
Well, I
like
That's
guess
it.
it
wild.
depends on like what Kyrie Irving are you gonna get? Like,
Dude,
is
this
he
is
gonna
gonna be
be?
When was
Is he
the
gonna,
when was the last
does
time
he
we got
want to
a good
play basketball or no? Like, that's what's gonna come down to. If he
I
wants to
assume-
play basketball,
I
and I
assume
think,
he doesn't.
He wants to be in
oh, yeah.
LA.
Okay, but let's assume he does. If we assume he does, I think they could be like a 5 seed and above.
The Mavs
So
are going to be filthy if they.
I
if
like
he
how they
is.
added like Grant Williams and shit. Seth Curry, I don't like Seth Curry, but I guess he can give you some points on a given day. But I think Kyrie and Luca have a real potential. So I definitely think that they're going to be a little like just like chemistry wise, they'll be a lot better this year. Again, if Kyrie Irving plays. So yeah, I think I'm down to take the over.
Oh yeah. All right, Tom. So you're on the dumpster fire under. Why is that?
I think this team has two players on it, and one of them doesn't like basketball. And if you're gonna bet on the two-man game, like I'll take all the other duos. I'll take the Lakers. I'll take the Suns for sure. The Nuggets, obviously. Just because, dude, the Mavs, I do like Grant Williams a lot. I think he's the right guy for this team. I wanted them to get Dylan Brooks even, weirdly enough. But I think like Luca, first of all, he missed some games last year. They were pathetic. They were like the worst team in the league. They blatantly tanked last year. I think Kyrie is just this is cliche, but if you want to take all of his teams he's been in, he's had like serious stability until now. And he was always the problem. Now he's not the
Yeah.
problem. The roster is a problem. And what he's just gonna like be the opposite and like fix everything. I don't know. Like I'm totally out. Obviously, this is not a testament to Luca. I root for the Dallas Mavericks to stink. The Knicks have their pick. But this should be a bigger story. I think this could be the biggest story by like, first month of the season and second month, like, super famous owner Mark Cuban putting together like a roster of absolute backups for Luca, and like what does that mean? So I don't know. They obviously gave Kyrie the bag because they had to, and like when teams have to do that, when you have to make that, like we said with Booch earlier, like those when those deals happen, the team is in trouble. That's never a good sign. So I couldn't be more out on this team. I definitely don't see them making the playoffs. And the next pick, as I mentioned, is 1 through 10 protected. It's probably gonna not convey again because that's how worried I am. I don't know. It is
Yeah.
it is Luca though, and
Wow.
there's only one or two guys you'd start an NBA team with. So maybe he can just do it all, but I would bet against that than betting on him being the MVP and making them like a 5 seed. So
Wow. All right, Tom. Put your foot down. Let's go. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I'm on the under too. I think they're going to be really bad,
Damn, bro.
to put it bluntly. Yeah, I like Grant Will is like their third guy. He's a good like sixth guy, seventh guy. He's literally like their third. The team is bad. I mean, there's no other way around it. It's bad. Yeah, 45 is way too high. Way under.
All
Get it
right,
off them.
Dan, I
They're
see
gonna
you
be
got
bad.
the under two. Anything you got to say, or
Yeah.
did you already?
I'm pretty sure they're going to be starting two rookies. Like I don't know, like what
Yeah.
they're going to do at the center position. They have Derek Lively.
Mess.
dude,
That's-
you can't start two
Mess.
rookies. Like the Kings started one rookie last year, and it was
And
the
it
only
was-
thing
it
people
was-
talked
It was
about.
horrible at the
Yeah.
beginning.
It's not in the playoffs. I mean, and
Yeah, for a team that
Dude.
wants to be serious, you can.
you can't
Unless you,
like,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just also down for the pressure to be on. And I mean, they lost to Real Madrid today, which is kind of cool that they even played them, but
They lost.
I don't think Luca
Yeah.
or Kyrie. I don't think Luca or Kyrie played, so it literally means nothing. But the guys that are out
That
there,
just
like
shows you.
That's
It-
pretty
it's
cool.
like we're still getting hype about Tim Hardaway as the third option. Like,
Oh
come
my
on,
gosh, dude. He's got to be 40 by now.
I know.
Yeah. I agree a lot with you guys on the sentiment here. I don't think it'll be a dumpster fire. I think they get like maybe to 39 or 40 wins and flirt with like playing territory or above. but
think
45 is a lot, dude. Like
is that
that's
if you miss the plan again with Luca, is that not grounds for dumpster fire? Like, dude, you have
Yeah.
a top 5 guy in the
But
league.
let's say they get like, all right, if they get an 8 seed, that's not dumpster fire, would you say? Or would you say that
No.
is? Then
No,
I
if
mean
they get
that's close though, Tom. I will even give you that. Like this Luca and
I mean,
8 seed right
anything
now is almost a dumpster fire. That's fair.
anything less than a playoff series win, I would say that
Yeah.
like
That's
things need
fine.
to
That's
change.
actually fair because like what
And
else
they're
do they
not
have
doing
really? Yeah.
there's no way they win a like I don't have that. There's no way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they should
I hear you there.
they should be getting ripped apart way more than they are. So we'll see.
Yeah, and if they maybe they will as the season goes on, and then that'll be that. But I'm on the under for sure. Billy holding down the over. Good luck. But
Good luck,
sweep, no sweep on the Mavericks at 45.5. Keeping it in the West, I think this team is interesting. The Minnesota Timberwolves at 44.5. I'll just start it off with I think like we've said this a lot, but I Ant might flirt with MVP territory this year, like top 5, like not actually in the running, but like his name is mentioned just because he's playing that well. And with that, I'll go over. Honestly, I'll go over on the Timberwolves. I don't love Finch at all. I actually think he's pretty bad, and I would love if they got like a better guy in there for this team because I feel like they need some direction. But love our guy Nas Reed, Tom. I mean, they have a pretty solid roster. It's not amazing, but Cat and like they have talent for sure. Their defense definitely struggles, but I think they can put together enough wins to get to 45. Maybe they're like a 5 seed. Maybe they get a home playoff series, which I think would be cool for Minnesota. But I'm not crazy high on them, but I'm crazy high on Ant. That's what I'll say. So I'll go over.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over. Again, I think I like their team. They're just once they hit the playoffs, it's always like, oh my God, like
I can't get that like last like 7 minutes in that Lakers playing game like out of my head. That was like the worst half court offense. That was like the worst offense I've ever seen ever
it was so
in an
bad.
NBA game.
It was so bad. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know about Finch, dude. I don't know about him.
I'm gonna go under. They won 42 last year. I think they're kind of in that same range. I think 46 for them would kind of be a little high. I don't really see it. I'm gonna go under. There's a lot of drama on that team too. I don't think
there always is. Yeah, it's one of those teams where you also kind of never know. Like I said, I think it is like a swing team, but I'll take the swing on the over. Just because I think Ant takes maybe a step up even from where he's at. But Bill, what do you got?
Yeah, I'll go under as well. I would favor a regression more than like an advancement from them this year. So I'm just not a fan, to be honest. I like Ant. I don't really like Cat. Don't really like Gobert. So yeah, I'll go under.
Yeah, that Gobert Cat experiment is just like it's just so whack.
Just
it just never made sense.
Not even
jump, dude. It never made sense, but yeah, I he's there. He's there.
Yeah. I'll take the over. Don't feel like too strongly about either way, but I like Jaden McDaniels and I like some of the guys. And Cat was out for like 40 games last year, so they didn't really even play together. Obviously they got issues, but
is D-Russ still there? Is D'Angelo Russell still there?
No, he's
I
a Laker.
don't think so. Yeah.
No, yeah, he's a Laker, bro.
Yeah, he is a Laker, right?
Bro, you know what I don't like about Cat? Cat is like I don't know. He's always like lurking around like the 3. Like he's never like
he's a floater, dude. He's literally a floater.
Yeah, he thinks he's like just like kind of a wing.
He plays like a wing, but he's not at all. And like it's just like I don't know, like
he's taking deep threes sometimes. I swear he takes some of the worst
step back, Stan. I swear to God, yeah, he's an idiot out there. But that's is that not coaching a little bit? That's all where I stand.
I don't know, honestly.
I don't think he has that post game. I think he's more of like a 3.
Well, it should be Gobert, but he's not really in the post either. He doesn't want to shoot.
No, it's not. It's never Gobert.
He doesn't want any part of the post either. He
doesn't want the ball, dude.
besides Anthony Edwards, they're just a soft ass team.
Yeah.
That really, it doesn't seem like they don't really want to win. They don't care about
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like
That's the
that's why
vibe you got.
I feel like that's why they got Gobert, because they're like, all right, Cat's not going to be in the paint. Like, he's allergic to it. Like,
yeah,
he doesn't want to be down there. But they forgot, like, all right, if is Cat going to guard, like, wings now? No, he can't. So it's literally like just like they got to do something, dude. They got to like they're literally wasting Anthony Edwards' like years. Like it
because
was
he's gone. He's gone whenever he can
he's
be.
so gone.
Dude,
But
he
like-
could have been. They signed him, I think, yo. They just signed him.
You never like decline that first rookie
Yeah,
max. That's
yeah,
like
what
you're right.
did he
that's
get?
like
Out of it. Dude,
What are
he
you
got
gonna
it
turn
back.
down 30 mil a year? Like he's
No,
gonna.
yeah, I know. You guys almost convinced me of switching, but I'll stick to my guns on the over. You just never know what the team is.
I picked the over too, and I'm like not
Yeah,
even.
I
done.
mean,
there it
again,
is.
there's wins to be had somewhere, right? So, like, if I pick the under on the Mavs, like,
I
All
just
right.
flip flopped because of Dan.
fine.
I mean,
Moving along. Yeah, to I think a quite a likable team, but the Thunder being at 44.5, it just feels a little bit too high for my liking, but I love the squad so much. Like, I love this squad so much that I almost like have to take the over. But I could easily see them getting like 43, 44, and I'll just lose on that. But because I like the squad, because I like Shea, Giddey, both of the Williams, like I'll take the over, and I think this team makes a big step. But I could see it being like the Grizzlies a little bit, where they take a huge step and it's like they get close, they don't really get there, and then it's kind of like very quickly, all right, what's next? But all that being said, for this year, I'll go if they get 45 wins or above. So I'll go over.
Dude, so
you
I'm
put it
looking.
perfect.
Go.
No, Scully, you put it perfect. Like I like this team too much. Like that number's high, but I can't not be
Yeah,
on them.
I
so.
can't exactly. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna go over for the worst reason because I'm looking at our sheet here, and the only team in the West I picked to go over was the Kings. So someone's got to win some games. Like, so I'm gonna
That's
go.
crazy.
They have fucked up. Yeah, I think I really fucked this up.
Just go back and edit some.
Yeah, I don't know
Post
what the
edit.
hell.
You
You
took
have, like-
under for the Nugs.
I mean,
You
unless
did, yo.
unless you just nail every pick, like
No, I mean, if you look at the standings last year, like we
Yeah.
just
I
said, the
won
Nuggets were
last
the
year.
best team at
Won last
53,
year,
man. It's
so.
not like, dude, 53 for the Nuggets and then 51 for the Grizz, and no one else was over 50. So, like, it could happen again. It's really, like, not that crazy.
Everything in the
Yeah.
West is just 45, 44.
Yeah, like, these are all swingy as fuck.
right.
Grizzlies,
I
Pelicans,
agree,
Mavericks,
Scully.
T-Wolves.
I think 45 might be a little rich for my blood for them.
Yeah.
I love the team and what they did last year and stuff, but it's a little high, but I'm gonna go over.
All right, Dan, you're on the under, huh? Wow, I didn't see that. Why?
I just because again 44.5 seems kind of high, and to the opposite of Shane's point, I've really been taking a lot of overs out of the West.
Okay, fair point.
Do you think Chet's gonna like really pop out this year or no?
Yeah.
I
yes.
don't, but I
No.
know
I do. I definitely do, and we will get there later, I guess. But I'll just
That's
leave
what
it
I
at
was
that.
gonna say. I was gonna say that I'm gonna take the
Chet
over.
Chet rookie of the year over Wemby. He
Dude,
would be
maybe.
eligible, right? Because he didn't play
Yeah, he
last
is.
year.
Oh yeah, he's second in odds, dude.
It's
Chet's
this
Chet's
team's
been in the
really
league a
gonna
while
come
already.
down to,
It does not, dude.
I
He's
think the
really
team
not.
really
He's-
comes down to Chet, to be honest. Like what is he
It's
gonna
gonna
be?
be nice, dude.
Like they're really hoping
Like-
their guys is gonna be Shea, Giddy, and Chet. So if Chet's gonna be nice, then yeah, I'll take the over. And I really
They
like their-
needed him so bad last year. They had whatchamacallit was playing center for them last year. Dort,
Maybe.
was it Lou Dort?
Dort
Oh
is
my
like
God.
He got some
6'3"
run.
and
No,
plays
I
Yeah.
know.
center.
You remember last year in the play-in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They didn't have a center on the roster.
yeah.
I mean,
They
they
still
needed
have
him
Poku.
so bad last year.
Yeah,
So they
Poku's
had-
like
yeah, they had
No,
that-
he's
they
bad,
had the
Dan. He's
other-
not.
they
He's
had the
not
other-
it.
Yeah,
Dude,
they
shouts
had-
out the Nets. They had Darius Baisley last year.
Oh, true.
He's
Okay,
on the Nets now.
nice. All right, well, Dan, you're the only one holding down the under. Otherwise, we would have swept on the over for the Thunder. And
think it's high.
I agree. I like my first sentiment. It's high, but I like the team too much not to take it. And I've been taking some unders on that note. So I'm good with the over on that. They'll sneak out some wins. All right, yeah, Tom. I see you're big. Yeah, skip the last three. I mean, realistically, I'm down to just run through it because I definitely do have all unders on this, like easy. Raptors, Jazz, Wiz. We can just real quick run through Raptors 36.5. What do we have?
Yo, the Wiz have the second lowest over
Yeah.
under.
Dude, the
I think, on
lowest.
this
No, it's the
list.
lowest, Nem. It's literally the lowest by like
no, not
five
the
games.
Spurs.
Dude, the
More than
Spurs
the
are
Spurs?
29.5.
Yeah,
The
lowest
Wiz
by
are the
far.
lowest, dude. And I don't. I'm under, dude. Under. I literally think that's a
Dan's
15-win
Wiz,
team.
bro.
Under,
Dan's
dude.
Wiz.
Under.
Oh my
Under
God.
for them. What about all right? Raptors 36.5.
Under.
Under for everyone.
Under.
I'd be over.
Damn it, Tom. All right, fine. Jazz. I think the Jazz, real quick, we'll keep it quick, but the Jazz will be what we thought they were last year. I think they're just going to be bad. Like
They're
just
not even
going
gonna try this year out the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're just going to be bad. And 35.5 is not a sharp line for them. That's way
No,
too high.
way under.
That's
Last year,
way too high.
What was the line last year? Their line last year was 24.
Dude, it was
like
20, bro.
yeah.
This is
Oh
like
my
God,
ridiculous by Vegas.
They got it. They got it by like November.
Dude,
Yeah,
or
last year
something.
they
got it
smashed last
so
year.
quick, and now Vegas is like
Because
reciprocating
Markkinen
the
was like
35 line. Dude,
Hell
that's
yeah,
crazy.
Markkinen was
Markkinen, dude.
MVP caliber for the
Third
first
team
week.
All NBA, Markkinen, bro.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
no, he didn't.
All right.
Right?
I know LeBron robbed him, but that's
No,
we already talked about that.
And Julius.
LeBron.
It was
LeBron.
stacked last
Oh,
year.
Oh yeah, no, we did talk about it.
Yeah, we did. It was Bron who robbed him.
I tell my grandkids, what's his name? Laurie Markin and
Bron-
won all.
You should have been
robbed
13
by
All
LeBron.
NBA.
I don't know.
So-
Yeah, they're like, I don't know, whatever. They're literally whatever. So
I just
we'll
think
move
they're
on.
going to be so whatever. Jordan Clarkson. But does anyone have the over on the Jazz or the Wizards? Are we all under for both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
24.5 is insanely low, but I
Dude,
really don't.
give me
see
the-
it.
I
give me
literally
the
don't
first-
see
no.
it, dude. It's going to be
Give me
15.
the over. Give me
Nah,
the over.
Dan, no, dude. For the Wiz?
Yeah, why not? 25 wins.
Dan.
Dan, they're
They're
gonna
going to
be
be so bad, dude. They're going to be so bad.
What's
I
the-
think
That is
the
just a team
over under
of
would
misfits,
like
bro.
a sharper line would be 20, dude. I'm not even
Kuz
kidding.
and Poole, bro.
It's literally
Poole's-
Kuz.
Poole's
It's
gonna
Kuz's
shoot
team, dude.
misfits,
Stan.
Poole's
bro.
gonna shoot 35 times a game. He's
And
gonna average
35%.
And make 5 of them.
30.
Yeah.
But he'll
35%.
average 25 points a game, and at the end of the
On
year, he'll be like,
35
"Yo,
shots.
Poole,
Yeah.
Literally,
yo,
dude.
Poole averaged 25."
Yeah, Dan, on a
35
literally
shot
a
attempts,
15-win team. Like, all right, whatever. You got the over, stick to it. But we sweep unders on the Jazz, and that will do it for the over unders. So,
nice.
we swept unders on the Jazz. We swept overs on the Knicks and the Bucks. We swept overs or unders on the Warriors. We swept unders on the Sixers. And we swept over on the Magic and the Celtics. So that's a lot, Tom, for you to stat up for us later. But yeah, that's that for the over-unders. Holy shit, that was literally 2 hours. All right.
That's our day. That's our day.
That's what we get for the first pod is always like dead ass 3 hours of editing. So that'll be fun later. But we didn't get the 40-minute limit, which is lit. So it's not I guess it's not Zoom light. But all right, yo. Moving on to the snake draft. Yo, Dan, I honestly what jersey do you want, Dan? Like you still are owed for last year. So like do you want are you there, Dan?
Yeah, I just pissed real quick.
Ah, you're good. But what J do you want, yo? Like for last year's win?
I said it in the
Horsey?
Staps City
8.
Connect.
All right, you got to send me your Hattie though. I have like I had to put it in on DHgate, so or whatever. Yeah, DHgate. So just send
thought
me
you
your
were
Hattie
buying-
after this.
You're buying a real jersey this year, right?
Yeah, I thought you were
Alright.
gonna get me a stitched
Hey,
real
we're
jersey.
throwing
bro.
on it. I'm not paying $150. Yeah, you get throwing that shit. But
Damn,
all right.
bro.
So, with that being said, Dan, our defending champ, For the snake draft, our NBA pick'em, most wins gets you a jersey out of the 4 teams that you're going to select, snake draft style. All right, yeah. So I'll
The
tag.
order?
I'll share my screen for the order. And can you all see that?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
We're doing
Alright.
last first or first?
What do we want to do?
La-
I mean, it doesn't
first-
matter. It's snake anyway. Let's just do first because
Alright.
it's a
First,
snake
first.
draft. All right,
All right,
Yeah.
first
spin
pick
for
here. First pick.
first. Let's see it. Wow, the suspense, dude.
Jeez.
Billy.
Dildo.
I guess.
Selected.
Take the Nets.
All right, Billy.
You gotta
taking
pick
the
it
Nets
now.
first.
No.
All right, so
Gotta
Billy,
take the Nets.
Yeah.
You have to pick the
has
Nets.
to take the Nets.
So how does this work again? I forget.
It's just
You
a snake
pick.
draft.
Alright. So
You're just
you-
gonna
you-
pick, and then your next pick will be 8 picks later.
we all get 4 teams.
No,
Billy?
what are we doing
I
though?
got
We're
it, I got
picking
it, I got it.
teams, right?
We're
Yeah, we all
drafting the
get-
teams we think, and then whoever has the highest win total wins. You don't remember?
Yeah.
how the
Oh,
draft
yeah,
goes?
right.
Yeah, it's easy. Just picking the team, and then
All right, I
adding
got
up
the
the wins
Nets.
at the end of the year. All right, second pick. If it's Billy, we'll have to spin it again.
Nah, I go twice.
No,
Uh,
it's gonna be
Nah,
Bill.
dude.
It's
Bill.
literally Bill. Of
It's
course.
Bill.
Dude,
Keep
take
it
him
coming.
out.
Billy goes
Take him
first.
out.
You couldn't use
The
a random.
confetti.
Take him
confetti
out of
later.
the thing. What is this, dude?
I
Take
mean,
him out of the
out.
pie, bro.
no.
No.
Let's go.
Take
Yeah,
him
this
out
was
of the
poor-
pie, yeah.
A
Take him out of the
poorly
pie.
executed.
Take him out of the pie.
Oh shit! Yeah, we can just do that, huh? Gang. Oh wait, but it won't take their thing out. Oh no, we're good.
This is a mess, dude.
All right, next pick.
This is a mess, dude.
Give me that.
Ah, damn,
Oh!
Sid. Are you kidding me, yo? That
Give
was
me that.
unreal. That was
Tom-
unreal. It's literally at the edge. All right, Tom.
Edge.
What do we got? Let's go. All right,
Wow, that's so
and
bad.
that's the order.
I get, dude, that's so whack. You guys get the clear top 4.
All
That's
right.
terrible news.
Yeah, that sucks, Tom.
Yeah.
All right, so the
clear.
order is officially Billy, Nem, Dan, your boy. Or I'm sorry, Billy, Nem, Dan, your boy, and then Tom. And then snake it back the other way. So with that being said, Billy, you're on the clock. What do you want to pick first, yo?
I got Denver.
Denver. Off the board. Dun, dun, dun. All right, Nem, what do you got?
I'm gonna take the Nets. No, I'm kidding.
Uh,
Celts.
Celts. Off the board. All right, Dan. Clock's ticking.
I know. Give me the Suns.
Phoenix off the board.
Bucks
Alright.
go 4th.
So I will take the
Relax.
Bucks.
Shut up, Tom. Get
Sure,
out of here.
but yeah, that's an easy one for me. I'll
Dude,
take the
this is-
Bucks.
I might abstain. I might let you 4 run it, honestly.
Dude, you got
Oh,
the
we're
six.
talking about you get the comeback, you get the
You
wraparound.
get 2 picks in a row, my guy. Relax.
Dude, that's you guys. It's so bad.
Then you
All these
get
teams,
dude. If I had
Dude,
your
you get
pick, bro,
Raptors,
crazy what I would do
Cavs.
with it.
these
Yeah,
teams are
what?
terrible now.
Tripping.
All right. Let's take. Screw it, dude. Cavs, Kings.
Damn.
Avs King.
Fuck you.
That's how you make something out of
Wow.
nothing right
Yeah,
there.
You're not
now,
even
now
on-
Tom's
you weren't
like,
even on
you
that.
just got a 50-win team based on the over-under.
You weren't
so
even beam team, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Dude, Nem, I'll never forget. We were at the B-dubs and we made that bet. I was like, Kings are gonna make the 6th seed this year. That was like 4 years ago. I was way too early.
4
dude.
years
Wow.
ago. Unreal.
You weren't
All
there,
right, it's
bro.
my turn.
They wasn't
Uh,
there, bro. They wasn't there.
Fuck, dude. We're getting into the weeds, huh? Dude, I guess I got to do it again, yo. I'll take the Knicks. Let's go.
The Knicks are going
Wow.
way too early. That's actually crazy, Scully.
We just said the Knicks. We just said the over-unders. That's a 50-win team, brother.
Wait. you put the Knicks for Billy.
Oh, my bad. Ooh, fuck me. But who's up? Dan, you're up.
Get him now, Dan.
Fuck.
Levine.
Stop. You know, it's funny. I saw them too. I'm like, man, they look low. The Bulls
I
look low
saw
on
them.
this list.
I saw
I
them.
peeped them, yo.
I
Me
saw
should have been
them.
with me on the over under.
Damn, dude. Fuck. You... money where my mouth is. Give
Love
me,
that.
give me the Clippers.
Damn,
Ooh.
you dog. All right, now. He took our clips. Probably a favor.
Oh man.
Pelicans
Fuck-
staring
they
at you now.
Fucked me last year, but
We're in the weeds.
The Hawks murdered me last year.
Oh,
They were
oh,
so
dude,
much higher last year on this list.
I think I took the Pacers.
I'm gonna go
One
I
team
think it
will
was
just
the
put you
Pels,
out.
Dan. I think you had the Pelicans.
And they were
Yeah.
I'm gonna
good.
go Lakers.
Nice.
Run it
A
back.
responsible pick. Responsible pick there.
They fucked me
Responsible
last
pick.
year, but
But I just, yeah, they did fuck you last year, so I was a bit surprised. All right, Billy, you get 2 in a row, guy.
Wow, I have
And
no
your
idea.
Nets are right there, dude.
Sixers hanging around, huh?
Dude, it gets
I mean,
so
for
ugly
good
down
reason.
low. Does someone have to pick from the bottom tier? I think
That would be
someone.
hysterical.
No, I think no. I
Nah.
think someone. The bottom 2 rows. I think
The
two
bottom
teams
2,
will have
yeah,
to
but I
go.
don't think we'll get to the bottom row. I don't. I did.
Bottom row is terrible.
I literally made them smaller just to fit them on. I almost just said, fuck it.
Dude,
Any of those teams, that might be like 100 wins combined between those 5.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna pick the Sixers and fuck it, bro. Give me OKC.
Wow. I knew
you
they weren't making
dog.
it back to me.
Yeah, they were not going to make it back to you for sure, Tom, but Billy took them earlier than I thought. All right, Nem, your last. No, never mind. 2 more picks, but 1 right now.
Shit.
Damn, this is going to get tough, bro. Wow.
No, I'm lit right now.
Give me the. Oof.
There's
Oh,
only.
man.
I think there's 5 teams left.
What are you pointing to the Pacers for?
I'll do the Warriors.
Nice.
Dubs. Nems gets the Dubs and the Lakers. Again, I swear you had them last year.
Unbelievable.
All right, Danielle.
Grizz.
Memphis. Shout out Dolph.
So you got here, Skull.
No.
Yeah, Tom, it's weedy for sure right now. Oh man. Fuck.
Take your shots.
I deadass don't know.
MVP. Zion lost
Wow.
weight, dude. Zion looks healthy.
Yeah, fuck.
Looks
but
healthy. 39 wins.
Dude,
A healthy
really looking
39
at-
wins.
I'm really looking at any of these teams could deadass drop 30 wins on my head. Oh.
It's crazy, honestly.
I guess if I'm going with what I said in the over-unders, I'll take. God damn.
Do it.
dude. Come
Do
on.
it. Come on. Yeah, you
Yeah.
want it.
At this point, come on.
I mean,
Dude,
at this
just do
point,
it.
I guess. Fucking
Dude,
Take the
Pelicans.
Wolves,
yeah, I'm
bro.
taking the fucking Pelicans. I hate that so much. though.
No. Yeah, I thought you were taking the Wolves.
Wolves, bro. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Nah, I don't. Because I'll be right in the over-unders if I get the Wolves.
Botched.
Wolves heat, please. Dude, the
I think
Heat,
the
that's such a good hedge for me.
Thank you,
I
please.
got
Wolves could
I-
be so bad though. That's my only thing. But the Heat,
nah, not worse than the Mavs and the Pacers, dude. They could. I
well,
mean,
I agree. But I mean, I'm gonna be stuck with those either way. All right. Fuck, dude. Wow, this is AIDS right now. Damn. I like the
This is
Mavs
always-
better, but the Pacers being in the East.
just getting the Celtics is cheating in this. Nem's got
give
the
me
You
the
called
Celtics,
me a
Lakers,
cheater
and
for Jay
Warriors.
Jetta. You called me a cheater for myself. It's like, damn, bro.
No, Jay Jetta getting that
Nem
lottery
Rip,
was
Jettas, dude.
so
R.I.P. Nem Jettas.
R.I.P.
Give me the
dude.
fucking Pacers, dude. Fuck me. I hate my
Ouch. Oh man.
I mean, it gets
Just
worse
back-
from here for you.
I know.
Dan.
I'm saying back for round 2, dude. Pacers round 2.
Round 2, Dan. I'm just on him again. All right, yeah, you're up, Dan.
I'm putting money where my mouth is. Give
I
me the
think-
deep,
Magic.
I knew it.
Magic does it.
That was a given. That was an
He
absolute
does it
given.
again.
All right, Nem, last pick. I feel like it's
Dude,
got to be the Mavs, now,
Wow.
dude.
Nem could have a loadout here. He could throw it all
I
away
went
with the
over
Hawks.
on both. I don't know who I like more though. I guess I'll go with the fuck. All right,
Lot of wins in the East.
I'll do the Hawks.
Wow.
Famous
Threw it
last
away.
words.
Wow.
I was gonna do the Bulls, but yeah.
No one wants the Mavs unless Pat Billy.
Billy from the top rope.
Mavs it.
I'll take the Mavs.
Yeah,
Top rope.
The last pick last year was like the Pacers or something. Like the Mavs being the last pick is definitely respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a
Alright.
shot to.
That's it. Dan gets the Suns, the Clippers, the Grizzlies, the Magic. Tom, Cavs, Kings, Wolves, Heat. Nem, Celts, Lakers, Dubs, Hawks. Billy, Nugs, Sixers, Thunder, Mavs. And your boy got the Bucks, the Knicks, the Pelicans.
Scully,
Yeah, mine is bad.
everyone's got some rosters here. Scully's gonna come in dead last, dude.
Unless the Bucks win 60, dude. That's my saving grace. And then, dude, the Knicks are winning 50. We talked about it, so that's fine for me.
I
All
like
right.
Dan's ones.
That's a wrap. Deadass. If I had to pick a favorite,
Nem
Dan.
or me.
I
I just don't know.
I'd probably say
where-
Tom. I like
I don't know.
Tom's team
My
answer.
only thing with yours is Tom. It's like who's definitely winning 50 for you. I guess the Cavs, but I'll take Dan off the rip if the Clippers show up and the Magic.
Yeah, I didn't get a 50 piece. That's the only problem.
I mean, if Billy is gonna accidentally get like 47, 48 wins from the Mavs as his last pick, like that's gonna come down later in the season. Like,
Yeah, we saw last year. It does like end up switching a lot. Like it was like Nem was way ahead, I think, or somebody was way ahead, and then you came back, Dan. So
no, that's why
Me,
I was, and then Dan won by like
Yeah.
one.
yeah,
that's why I
so
love this. I love this
we'll see.
snake draft because it's literally you're just locked in all season to win totals.
Win totals, dude. Literally, the Kings won it for you. I think by the end of it.
Yeah, 100%. I think the
All right.
well, the Celtics too.
Yeah, I mean, like those teams we knew were going to do well, but I think you took the Kings like last, and that ended up like being huge for you. All right, that's a wrap on the snake draft. All right, and our final segment, which again is a bit of a hefty one, we'll do our best. It's already fucking 10:30. The NBA awards segment. Now, I don't know, like we'll just go in this order, but like some of these are going to take longer than others. Like Coach of the Year doesn't have to be too much talked about. Defensive Player of the Year, we'll see. But let's just start it out with MVP, the cream of the crop award. See the odds all there. One pick for each of us. Keep it simple. Who do you guys got? I'll you guys go before I make my pick. Anyone take the floor. What do we got?
Jokic,
Jokic. Let's go, Dan.
and that's
Again.
it. And that's all I need to say. That's it.
Yep, I like that, Dan. This is his last season in the NBA, and he's gonna win MVP. and
Maybe, dude. Maybe.
I'm dead serious.
You might not be
MVP.
wrong.
No, I like that. Nem, you want the floor here? I think we might be going in the same direction.
Silence.
All right. Well,
What happened?
I was saying, Nem, you want the floor here? I think we might be going in the same direction.
Oh, with Tatum?
I'm going Tatum back to back.
Dude,
I
all
got
right. My thing with Tatum is just like, so I just feel like there's a lot of mouths to feed on that Celtics team now. And for like an individual award for Tatum, like, I don't know, dude. Just like Porzingis and Drew and JB, like, man, I don't know.
I think Tatum is going to be the point guard of this team. Well, they got, I don't know. It gets mixy, but I think it's a new level for him. And this is his team, dude. Like,
I know
if the
it's his
Celtics are going to
team.
win 60, I'm banking on the team being unbelievable and him being the
I know
best
that's what
player
I'm
on it.
saying. I don't know.
I think there
Yeah,
are
it's
greater
like,
individual contributions. Like I do, yeah, we all get one pick, but I love Steph Curry, like where he is. I just think if the Warriors are relevant at all, he's gonna have an unbelievable season. I think Dan's just going with the safe pick, which I think is rightfully the favorite. But I'm gonna just go Tatum on the banking on the fact that they're the best team by far.
All right. Word. Nem. Who you got?
Man,
I think it's tough, dude. I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
Honestly.
like if the Mavericks had like
Really love Luca, but I'm gonna go Tatum.
Double down on JT. Word.
Bill Dog.
Bill, who do you got?
Last year, I'm pretty sure I picked Luca. I'm not going to pick Luca. I don't know. I kind of like Giannis. I'll take Giannis.
Giannis.
I
Making
mean,
an appearance back on the fucking top. I like it.
yeah.
Plus
I mean, dude,
600 though is not like crazy. Good odds. I'm gonna take. Wow, bro. I mean, I like your point now about the mouths to feed with Tatum and that being a reason why not to take him. But I feel like he feels like the like best pick with the odds combined with like actually having a shot. Fuck. I probably have to pick him, yo. Yeah, I'm gonna triple down on Tatum. Crazy.
I think someone I wouldn't I think they're going to be top 5 on the ballot, but I really like Shea this year. If the
Wow.
OKC wins as many games as like maybe we think they are, like that 46 range. I mean, dude, he was first team all NBA last year, and I think he was on the ballot last year. I think he was top 5. So
Yeah.
like shot in the dark in terms of like value, I really like Shea too, but I just
So-
don't think the OKC is going to win enough games probably
Quick,
for him. to get
quick
that.
question for the floor. Who would win the MVP on the Suns? Would it be Booker or KD?
That's a
I
good
would
question.
think Booker.
I
I would
think
think
Booker.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I see that he's 2,200. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't think
was
that's a
peeping
bad.
that too, Dan. I deadass was peeping that too. That's an
I
I
don't
don't
think
interesting
know.
that's a
one.
bad bet.
I
If
think
he's gonna play point too, like if he's gonna lock down that
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah. I just
That's
think
that's
like
that's
I
a
said,
tough one.
Tatum to me makes the most sense this year. It just like kind of
Yeah.
feels
No,
like
it-
the Celtics will be
no,
really good. He'll be the best player.
I think Jokic makes the most sense. Like I don't know. I'm saying this obviously. I just picked Tatum, but Jokic, like the jury's out now. Like people are like, oh yeah, Jokic is actually like. I think now people they won't feel bad when he's
Yeah, they
literally
won't have
playing.
voter fatigue because Embiid won, so it's
Yeah,
right back to
yeah.
Jokic.
No,
See
literally,
what
it's like
happens.
it's
Yeah.
an even playing field. All the top 3 guys all have one MVP now. Luca's team stinks, and Tatum's team is really good. So
Embiid
I
is
don't
the
know.
classic. See what happens when you complain.
Yeah.
Just
Facts.
no like.
I think
I'd be-
the thing is
There's
like
no way he gets there.
Doncic
There's
being
no
plus
way.
550 is
No.
wild, bro. That's just too